At this time, station KID-TV brings you a person-to-person interview with Santa Claus himself direct from the North Pole.
Who are you?
We're from Mars. Don't be afraid. Santa Claus. Toys, games, laughing children. Mars used to be the planet of war.
I wonder if there really are people on Mars.
Well, who knows?
Well, if there are, I hope they have someone like you up there, Santa.
Merry Christmas, everybody! Careful, Claus is here! Ho, ho, ho!
That old man is a menace.
Welcome, everybody, to Midnight Cinema, your deep dive into horror films, sci-fi movies, cult classics, new and old. Warning, everybody, there are spoilers ahead. I am Art Hennessy in San Diego, California.
And I'm Erik Rodenizer, and I'm in the North Pole at Santa Claus's workshop, and it's negative 92 degrees, and I'm still alive for some reason. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, oh.
Ho, ho, hooray for Santa Claus, Erik.
Hooray for Santa Claus. Yeah, merry, merry holiday.
Yes, it's Christmas season, Erik, and we are talking this week about a classic, right? Right? Ho, 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 ho.
Classic.
Well, Erik, everybody has those movies on your list that you're like, I'll get to that one day. That's something I've got to see, you know, like Lawrence of Arabia or Koyaanisqatsi, Russian Ark, all these old movies.
All the things on my list, including this one, is on the same list as the other ones that you made. The Manchurian Candidate. It's right below the Manchurian Candidate.
And Erik, so you got to get to them sooner or later, the classics, right?
Yeah.
You got to.
Yes.
And so is this a first watch for both of us then?
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Oh,
right.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Erik, for those who might be tuning in for the first time, they might think, Midnight Cinema, what, you know, when they're passing by our cinema, they might go, that's that cinema that plays those horror movies, that plays those, like, out there movies, things like that. Erik, we program sometimes matinees for children during the holiday season.
Art, because we have to branch out and reach a different demographic, and it's a cult classic. You said at the beginning, it's cult classics.
And also, you know, parents are busy this time of year, Erik. They're running around, you got shopping, stuff like that. Drop your kids off at the Midnight Cinema for a movie for a couple hours so you can go shop, get your Christmas tree, have some Mai Tais or a margarita.
Yeah, and let the kids' imagination run wild. And 2 hours includes, by the way, getting there, getting the popcorn, going to the bathroom. Because it's 80 minutes.
This is barely a feature film, right?
Oh,
this is barely a feature film.
Feels longer.
Erik,
yeah, what is
I have to introduce it. What are we talking about today? We're talking around it. We're talking about Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, released in 1964, directed by Nicholas Webster, starring John Call, Leonard Hicks, Vincent Beck, Bill McCutcheon, and in her screen debut, Pia Zadora.
Ha! Can you say, I'm sorry, maybe the listeners misheard you. Can you say the name of the movie, the children's matinee movie? What is it?
This is Santa Claus.
I got that.
Conquers the Martians.
That was an art laugh I just did right there. I'm just so okay. Yeah, it's a movie. It's not. You're not making this up. I want to point out, Art, that this right now we're in the Christmas season, depending on when you're listening to this. But we're doing a Christmas Carol here in Salem, and I told the cast that we're doing this podcast, and they didn't believe me. They said, it sounds like, Erik, you're making this up as you go along. And I said, no, they had to look it up. Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
Yes. And I want to thank you, Erik. You programmed this movie for us here this week on Midnight Cinema. I
programmed it into your mind.
You did. And I do genuinely want to thank you.
You are so welcome.
Yeah.
If nothing else, for the theme song.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, it's 1964, Erik. And I just want to say how we got this film. This is a movie, as I said, directed by Nicholas Webster, who was a guy who was working in television a lot. He really wanted to move into feature films. So he had this idea of how to break in. Now, during the 60s and a little bit into the 70s, Erik, there was actually a market for children's matinee films that people would crank out. You may have in your life seen some of these. They're like really threadbare versions of like fairy tales, like Sleeping Beauty or something, where the special effects, right? You know what I'm talking about? Live action.
Yes.
With terrible costumes, things like that. The idea was, as I kind of joked at the beginning, parents can drop the kids off, go handle business, but the theaters needed that. And so people would provide them. One of them I found out in my research, Herschel Gordon Lewis. I'll just say this as a side note. He's sort of a famed schlockmeister. I think you of all people may have seen some of his movies, but The Wizard of Gore is one that he made, right? Are you laughing because you've seen this movie, or
no? I'm wondering if it's the Wizard of Gore because it's the location, or it's the Wizard of Gore because he's tearing you apart.
No, he was gory sort of movies in the 60s, but he had a side division of making these movies. I sent you a trailer to one of them.
But a magical talking Christmas tree.
Correct, yeah. And he had another one called The Boy Wonder and the Magic Land of Mother Goose.
I'd see that one.
But that was a marketplace. And so this director thought, I will make one of these, for the Christmas season, because they did do them during the Christmas season. There are a few of these. This one, I think I might have joked with you, Erik. This one makes those other ones this one looks like 2001: A Space Odyssey in comparison to some of those other ones. So I would say if you're curious about this subgenre of movies, these Christmas matinee movies, this is the one to check out, because I kind of skimmed some of the other ones. This is the one.
Well,
this is what you need.
Here's how I'm looking at this. Just for everyone is you go to professional theater, you go to Broadway and you see something, right? You see a Wicked or something. Then you go to your community theater in Flosbury, where they got the 55 seats and the heat comes on in November, something like that. And then you see a show and you just have to enjoy it for what it is. Like, it's just community theater. And this Santa Claus movie you have to just look at it like this is the best community theater version of Miracle on 34th Street?
Planet 34.
No, this is like an Ed Wood movie. I'm so excited to just go through it with you because you watch this with other people. Don't watch it alone. Good God, like Art and I did. And then make sure that you consume something that changes your personality somehow, like alcohol, marijuana, cocaine if you have to, just to really enjoy.
I agree, Erik. And I will say people might look it up, Google it, right? And then they'll see stuff like stuff like the worst movie ever made. Or if they go on to like a ratings thing, it's got like 2 stars. I'm telling you, don't miss out. Don't skip it.
Nope.
Because you and I have reviewed things on here that are supposed to be so bad it's good, or cult classics, Erik, and we go, no, we have not recommended them. Check this out. Follow along with us. We're going to have fun here today.
But Art, what's crazy is I had to watch it a couple times, and I kept pausing it to see how much longer there were. But then I find myself wanting to go back and learn more about the characters and just discover new things on set that I never saw the first time because I was drinking.
I went down a rabbit hole of translating newspaper headlines. So,
no.
So let's get into it, Erik, because there's a lot to talk about here.
Ho, ho, ho. Let's
ho,
go.
Ho. This movie starts with a banger. This is This is an all-time earworm, this song. I didn't see that coming at all.
No, fun fact, Art, is the first, it's not available on, don't think you can buy it on Amazon Prime, YouTube only. The first one I started watching, I didn't realize it was a dub and they put in different music.
Oh.
And it wasn't until people were talking and there wasn't any sound that I went, wait, is this the, so I had to find it, but I found it. I think we watched the same one. So.
And I don't like to point people necessarily to stuff that's pirated on YouTube as where they should watch stuff, but this is public domain, this movie at this point, and it's all over the place. Erik, you pointed me, I'm so glad, to a YouTube channel called, is it Cult Cinema?
Yeah.
Classics.
Like yeah.
They have this movie and it is in a really good transfer and in really good shape. Like the colors, the crispness of the image. I know it sounds like I'm like uncovering a lost movie, but you go to some of these other sites and like even when it's on like Tubi and the transfer is terrible, the colors are all washed out. You need to see this in its full glory to understand and enjoy it.
And I know we started already.
Yes, we did.
Remember, it was made in 1964. So it might have been very different back then. Like people were probably leaving the theater going, that was great. And I think I have the song for you, Art.
Oh,
see if
excellent.
I have it. It's for everybody, just in case you want to.
Santa for bringing happiness to the children of Mars.
Truffle Claus is here!
Hooray for Santa Claus! Yay, yay for Santa Claus! He's fat and round, but jumping different.
Oh, Erik, I'm sure you were singing it all.
Yeah. There's another one for my wife to yell at me for. Hooray. It's Santa Claus, too. It's not Santa Claus.
So, Erik, when you're asking people to forgive it for being in 1964, I just want to point out to you, 1964 was also Mary Poppins.
Okay. Wow. Oh, shoot. Well, they had like more than $400, though.
They did.
These guys, it's the community theater.
I searched high and low, Erik, to find a lot about how they did this. I was just so curious as to how they put this together, but good for them. I'm sorry. We started,
but it's the hooray for Santa Claus. You got me. So that's how it starts. You're thinking this is going to be a rollicking.
Oh, the colors are popping on and off like those 60s title cards.
Yes.
Santa's pushing the letters across. And,
oh, my God.
And I'm like, this is like a Pink Panther opening or something. Like the animation.
If you're stoned, you would love this opening. It's like Fantasia. You'd be going... Man, Santa Claus, yeah.
Right, yeah. So we open up, it's a news bulletin, Erik. We're going to go up to the North Pole with a correspondent up there. Andy Anderson is up at the North Pole with an exclusive. We're going to get to go into Santa's workshop, Erik, and interview Santa.
Well, what's what did they say the temperature was at the North Pole, just to be clear? Did you catch that?
I didn't catch it.
Minus 91 degrees. So everybody's frozen. It's minus 91 degrees below zero.
And Andy Anderson is just dressed like he's on the streets of New York for
he's
man on the street.
That's why they hired him. He's a tough reporter, man. He's going places. But
he's their special correspondent. He's like their Al Roker who goes around.
Yes, it's the Al Roker of whatever this is. But they're television, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
So who's watching television? It's people.
Well, that's the twist here in the opening, Erik. Our big twist, because we get some weird music. Wow, wow, wow. And we see who's watching this broadcast. It is not Earthlings, Erik, that are watching it.
No. It's two kids. One looks like I found it's a girl and a boy.
Yes.
Not that it matters, but I was like, wait, okay. And one of them's looking just like they're not thinking of anything. And the other one's looking on as if they're watching somebody be dismembered. Their face looks like horror. Like they I'm going to show you this now and be careful. Yeah. It's going to stick with you. They're Martian kids.
How would you know that they're Martians, Erik? How would you know?
Well, I don't want to sound Martianist, but they're wearing green, like kind of John Deere green, kind of. And they have insignia on their left breast, which is a upside down triangle with the first letter of their name and then something else. It looks like they had their the kindergarten craft department make them for them. And then they have headgear, which we can get into later.
Yes.
But most importantly, Art, Martians all look like they have jaundice. So they have a green, like if you're seasick green. Like if you saw somebody ever get seasick, this is the color of the Martian. I'm gonna puke green.
And it's not for those of you who've been in the theater, or it's not what we would call blended very well on people in this movie. It's not.
No, they drove to the place that has Meron grease paint. And they said, we need Martian green, quick. And then Aunt Dolores helped put it on in 80-degree weather.
But these kids are transfixed on this television looking at it like this could be a scene in a horror movie. Like you open up a door in the creepy house and you open it and there's something out of a David Lynch film. And there's like these two kids sitting watching a television dressed like this.
Yep. Because the look on their faces, that they don't seem to be enjoying that, or they're about to be looking at America's most hidden treasure, the North Pole and Santa's workshop. They don't look like they're ready to be excited. They look like they're just going to be put in a cell after this. And
Andy Anderson he's got jokes.
He does. He's good. He's a good reporter. What do you got for jokes?
I don't know. I didn't write them down.
You
didn't?
I didn't have time. I got one for you.
Okay, you got one?
Oh, it's so cold here. You know, all we're getting is frozen food. Food's frozen. And his makeup, I have to say, in contrast to the Martian kids' makeup, they took some time with this guy. He's got the frozen features and stuff.
Well, you want to put that production value up front so people bought that ticket.
Yeah, well, I mean, the backdrop is painted by the high schoolers, but he's got whoever did his makeup, hire that person.
And we already see the score throughout this movie right here we seeing is going to be variations on Hooray for Santa Claus, instrumental variations on that through the whole movie.
To help you not sleep after this. Yes. And you know why? Because he's in the North Pole, there's from this spot, there's only one direction you can go, and that's south. Am I right?
A lot of jokes in this movie. A lot of jokers. A lot of jokes. Santa's got jokes in this movie,
too. But then there's drama, too. We got drama, everybody. Stick around. It's very drama.
Yes. But Andy's going to take us into Santa's workshop. Yes! The thing that... The set piece of every Christmas film that involves Santa, right, Erik? You want to see that workshop and the elves. You want to see the elves.
Oh, my God. I can't wait for him to open that door with the world's smallest workshop sign.
Yes. He opens the door and he comes in. Erik, I do want to point out his microphone cord still attached. I don't know where it's going to. I don't know where that cord is going all the way to New York City to the central broadcasting place. Like, where is it plugged in? I don't understand.
Plugged in somewhere. And if you've ever, Art, you've probably been involved in this, but if you've ever been, like, if a newscast company is going to do something about you, they tell you, and then they set up ahead of time, like, okay, we're going to have the reporter come in. So this is what happens, is he walks in still talking to the camera. So they're already set up in there, but apparently Santa doesn't realize that it's a camera crew. And how many elves does he have working for him about now?
I counted. Is it like five total, maybe?
Yeah, it's between.
And they look like
3 and 5. Yeah,
they look definitely like Union. Like they look like longshoremen. Like
these are elves that they got from Amish country. They got some kind of. I'm surprised if their accents were like, "Oh, we're gonna make them toys."
But they also give me like a rougher vibe. Like if they pulled up their sleeves, they'd have a tattoo of an anchor on there or something. Like they're kind of
Mrs. Claus tattooed on there. Yeah.
But their beard, Eric, right away you're noticing, okay, they blew a lot of the costume time and makeup time on Andy Anderson because those beards they're not on there that good on these guys. They're on
maybe
elves.
Art, they're required to wear them like a hairnet.
Oh, it's like a
Yeah. You don't know the elf culture.
They have lockers outside the workshop, and that's part of what they keep.
Beard.
They just keep it in the locker.
Yeah.
And it's like,
and those of you looking for an awesome Santa's workshop, I mean, like picture the Santa Claus movies and then don't picture that. Just have a 12-year-old who's not good at draw Santa's workshop for you.
Yes.
And put all 5 elves to work on something.
There's a lot in this movie, they're doing this here, of taking tools and sort of looking like you're doing something with the tools that don't match. You know, like you have something delicate, but you're hitting it with a hammer, that type of stuff.
Again, what are you, an expert on elf culture and how they make toys?
I don't know how they work because they are magical. These guys are magical. Yeah.
The hammer could have a variety of uses. Well, let's talk. I'm a diehard Santa fan, right?
Yes. I have in my notes, I want to know what Eric thinks of this Santa.
Okay. You want to know? Does everybody want to know? I'm going to give you the negative first. One, he's clearly not fat. He's got a pillow in there.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell because where the shoulders are, it's square. So that bugged me a little bit. And his belt is covering his furry pocket tops. But other than that, this is Santa. He's got a beard that's big enough, jolly face, nice teeth, little mustache. He's Santa. And he's busily touching up. Is he lacquering a toy? Because that brush doesn't look like it has much on it. But he's helping the elves. He's not sitting there in a chair ordering them around.
No.
So my vote is he's an 8 out of 10 Santa.
I thought you'd rate him high. I was like, that face, it does a lot. He does a lot. And his voice and his his mannerisms are good.
Yes.
Now, this Santa is, when you and I were growing up, we would still see this a lot. Santa always had the pipe. Like, I don't think this one has the pipe.
He's a heavy smoker, yeah.
It never leaves his mouth in this first scene. Never. Yeah. And there's smoke coming out of it. Yeah.
Yep. Art, when I'm a Santa's helper, just so you know, I haven't been for a while, but when I was playing a Santa's helper, I had a pipe in my mouth almost the whole time. And the side of your mouth starts to rot over. And you're like, why? But yeah, I thought Santa's got to have a pipe for some reason.
Yeah.
I just think he does it for looks, but this guy's a chimney. He
enjoys that pipe because it never leaves his mouth. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but he looks good as Santa, and he's got jokes, some topical political jokes, this Santa.
Yeah.
He's naming the reindeer because there's a rumor, Eric, that Andy Anderson has to address, is that this year he's going to use some kind of rocket sled.
No, Art. No, I would never use one of those newfangled things. He uses reindeer.
Yeah, reindeer. Donner, Dixon, Nixon. I don't know what. I got that.
Wow. He relies on the kids to remember the names of his 8 reindeer, 9 if you include Rudolph. You don't remember the names? Write them down, Santa. Nixon. He's going to be arrested soon.
Well, this is 64. That's still a long way off from Watergate. Still, if you think about it.
Santa might know. Who knows?
Yeah, that's true. I never know who's naughty and who's nice.
Nope. He does. He knows.
Deep Throat is Santa. Deep Throat with Woodward and Bernstein and all the presidents.
He spilled the beans. He probably did. He's like, hey, I got to make a phone call, Mrs. Claus.
The scene in the garage is silhouetted, and it's like, but it's clearly Santa.
It's got a pipe. The silhouette has a pipe. Wait a minute. This guy looks familiar.
Yeah, and then we meet our Mrs. Claus comes in.
No.
Oh, you're shaking your head.
No, I have to rate Mrs. Claus.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry. 3 out of 10.
Oh. Where does she miss?
Well, pretty much everywhere. One, she's about 7 feet tall.
She's really tall, this actor.
Yes. She's got, not that matters, but she's got this wig that's just not working for me. It's silver. And then she's authoritative. She's a little, she's like Santa if These elves better get to, if I don't smell work in here, I'm going to throw down. I mean, that's not quite her dialogue, but I didn't like Mrs. Claus.
And her styling, our audience might know if I just point this out. Her styling, you said that wig and the way her dress is. Think of like Norman Bates' mother. Like think of
yes.
that. And that's what I was kind of catching
That's
there.
the wig. That's it. And compared to Santa, like what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She loses it when she realizes she's on TV, though.
Oh.
Absolutely goes over the top and is like, whoa.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought she was going to I thought she might pee herself or something.
She was very excited about the 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Erik, we got to go see the new toys. That's what we really want to see in this exclusive tour of the facility. So we're not going to leave this room and go to a new room. This isn't like a Willy Wonka thing where are we going to like a new room. We're just going to take 2 steps over to the table we've already seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, this is the heart of the workshop. It's just the front door workshop. All 5 elves working together to create toys for millions of children. But they're elves. Again, it's magic. Okay. Okay, everyone, it's magic.
And we're going to get introduced to one of these elves with our Amish elves, like you said, our bearded guys here. Winky. And he's in charge of the space department. So, Erik, there are 5 elves in this small room. He's in charge of the space department. So that takes him out. Yeah. Like, I mean, how many departments are they each in charge of multiple departments? Or are they?
Well, I mean, there's got to be 5. So let's go over them. We got space and then sports.
Oh,
then you've got dolls.
Right.
That's 3.
Transportation, like trains, cars, things like that.
Oh, yes, transportation. And I think the other department is listed as other.
There's a lot in there.
There might be more elves. There might be another room. Maybe they do just 5 at a time. So,
but they have a new toy on that bench that looks. Remember, they had the big Star Wars figures, the tall ones that came out, like not the little ones, but the bigger ones.
I had Luke Skywalker. So yeah,
it's that scale.
It's that scale, and from what we've seen, the glimpse of the real Martians, this is uncannily accurate. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you looked closely, Art, but to me, it looks like a female Martian and someone who we may see very soon. So how did Winky accurately depict a Martian, and why are they so popular for the Christmas season?
Yeah. Well, Erik, this is the 60s, right? So we got the space races going on, right? All of that is in the news. That's definitely in the culture, is this idea of the countries, Russia and America, going towards space and what's out there, things like that. And so I think that's just out there.
What was your toy, Art? What was your toy when you were a kid that you like, the toy that's out? I mean, it's got to be similar to mine. I never got one, but the Cabbage Patch Kids. Remember that?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So in the 60s, it's you got to get the anatomically correct female Martian.
Yeah.
She can read your mind. She can make food.
It brought up a question for me, which sent me down a rabbit hole too, where I was like, it's that thing of like, witches are portrayed as green, but basically because of the Wizard of Oz, I'm like, why are Martians green? Where did we come up with that?
Well, I'm only guessing. Do you know?
No, I couldn't find a concrete answer. Other people have thought about this.
When was the Flintstones made?
I think that was that late 60s? Yeah, like it would have been maybe around a little bit after this. Yeah,
that Martian. Oh, wait. Martian aliens, little green men. We solved it together. 50s.
Little green men, right?
Green men.
But I was trying to track down where that came from. Like, do you see what I mean? Like,
was it Barney and Betty that were abducted by Martians, and they had
the little Martian who I forget who voiced him, but he was like almost like a Harvey Korman voice.
That guy. Oh, yes, Mr. Flintstone. But
he was a little Martian.
Yeah, but the actual people. I remember I was fascinated by this story, but it was Barney and Betty, which I thought was hilarious. And they were 2 people that were famously abducted by little green men.
Yes, you're right.
In
That's
search
a
of.
famous actual case. I was thinking of Flintstones.
But I like the other guy.
Barney and Betty, yeah.
Hello, Fred. I've been here all night watching you sleep.
So it is a new toy Martian, and they put it down, and Andy Anderson's like, wow, hate to meet him on a dark night.
Right. But I thought it was a her. I was seeing a bosom. Oh.
But they put it down on the table, and we dissolve to the actual Martian. The toy dissolves into an actual Martian adult.
On the floor. Lying down on the floor. Yes.
Well, because the doll was lying down on the table.
Good dissolve, everybody. This is a great effect. Yep.
And this is an adult. We saw these two kids earlier. So he has a cape, which draped over one shoulder.
It's, clearly leadership role if he's got a cape.
Mm-hmm. That's how we're going to know. And what you realize is that he has headgear. I don't know if you noticed, Erik, but one of the first things I noticed was that he has some sort of headgear on.
Yes. So remember, so you're not in high school yet. You're in middle school, and they're tasking you with making the Martian headgear.
And you put it off. First of all, you've put it off. You're supposed to.
Put it off.
It's due tomorrow morning. Yeah. It's due like the next day.
Dress rehearsal is today. So you go to, Walmart. You go to CVS, and they're having a sale on scuba masks, because it's season's over. And your friends tear off as many antennas off of those old TVs as they can. And
if you can't find enough antennas, a coat hanger will probably do.
Coat hanger will do, yeah. You could twist that up. And then I think you paper mache the helmet, let's call it. I'm pretty sure you took cardboard and you paper mached it. I made an Achilles Roman helmet out of a gallon milk jug.
Oh.
So I know perfection when I see it. And that was in 4th grade. So
right.
And this thing is, you really got to look at it. You have to pause or look it up on video on something so you can see this, because it's describing it is just, you're not going to get it. But the scuba mask is upside down.
And then, you didn't tell your parents, but you had to cut up the vacuum cleaner hose.
You had to
put it into one part of the helmet and then down into the other.
Yes.
So,
and they're wearing helmets, just like you said. They're in the house. They're at home. So does this keep them alive?
I want to talk about that as we go on. We're going to learn some things about these people.
Yeah. For those
Martians.
who don't know about Martians, Art and I are going to school you on Santa and Martians, because Martians have headgear and they all have the same headgear.
Yeah. It's like little antenna, each one has a couple of these things sticking out.
Yeah.
At the top, we said.
They do something, Art.
They do. It does something.
No,
the helmet.
No, I was talking about the guy on the ground. So this guy is visiting the guy on the ground.
Yes.
The Martian.
Yes.
What's his name?
The Martian on the ground?
Yeah.
The Martian on the ground is Droppo. Yes.
Okay. So it wasn't like Droppo and Harpo, and he wasn't in a vaudeville company. It sounds like.
The actor here, Bill McCutcheon, is definitely one of those actors from the time period that would be the comic relief in movies through the 40s, 50s, 60s. He's not, this guy, Bill McCutcheon, doesn't have as extensive resume, but the type, right, Erik? The type that's going to do the looking into the camera and do the goofy and do all of that stuff.
Well, you said Mary Poppins. So picture the guy that floats, the uncle that floats. I can't get down because I'm laughing. It's that kind of acting, which thank God.
Well, extended a little bit for those of you at our age, Erik. I think it even extended into, people will know this if I say it, the movie Airplane. There's that guy in the tower who's so goofy, and he's like, they're like, what can you do with this report? And he's like, I can make it into a bird. I can make it into a pterodactyl.
A pterodactyl.
Right. I think he comes from that lineage of characters, Erik, that guy.
Yeah.
But yes, he is goofy.
Apparently he's a lazy good for nothing.
Well, he's asleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the more powerful chief guy
with our Darth Vader cape,
is going to come in and he's going to wake Drop off. This is
Go ahead.
Chemar?
Chemo. That's not appropriate.
Chemo?
Chemar?
I thought it was Mar, but
Chemar. No, I said chemo to be inappropriate.
oh, you did to be appropriate. Okay.
Yeah. The names, forget the names, everybody. Art's going to say the names and I'm going to ruin them every time. So,
Yeah.
Chemar.
Chemar.
Chemar's the leader.
He's the
right?
chief. Yeah.
Chief Martian. Nice.
Chief Martian. So he's very upset at Droppo because Droppo's the laziest Martian on Mars. We learned that. Droppo.
Yeah, he's got to know. So I guess there's a Martian technique for waking people. What is it, Erik?
Well,
we have an alarm clock, something like that. It's a cattle prod.
It is like a.
It looks like a cattle prod. But remember, kids, we're in our matinee. It's Sunday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a. I can't. It's a tickle ray that looks like a Martian probe that goes up your butt. That's what it looks like. But it's a tickle ray, Art.
Erik, when they capture you, like they go, they go bring out the tickle ray, and you're like, oh, like that doesn't sound too bad.
That's not too bad. See, they don't know what the word tickle means. That's the problem. They have a different. You go to different countries.
You're like, I thought it was a tickle ray.
As that tickle earthling. Oh.
So, Chemar is prodding Droppo awake. So Droppo we see is goofy, and this is the little kids. This would be their favorite character, right? They would come out of the movie. They would love Droppo.
I liked Droppo a lot.
Droppo is the Jar Jar type thing going on here.
Misa Droppo. Misa no like the tickle ray.
Right? Oh, your theory, Erik. George Lucas stealing a lot of stuff, remember? George. You have that. I know you have that running theory.
George, I'm on to you, buddy. I'm on to you.
There's another one to add to your list, Erik. You're bored, with all the red string.
Yep.
You can put put Droppo on there. Yeah. So then we learn that Chemar has a wife.
He does.
Momar.
What?
Momar, like M-O-M.
Momar? Did you say Momar?
Yes.
Okay.
And she comes in. I love it. She's just basically an Earth housewife, but done up like all these other Martians are.
It's yes. But I do want to point out that Momar and Krampus, what's the guy's name?
Chemar.
They are some serious actors. They are taking this to the next level.
I'm glad you pointed that out. There are a couple of Martians we're going to point out who are taking this as if it's King Lear, as if this is Shakespeare.
Yeah, they are doing a bang up job.
Heavy lies the crown, though, Erik. When you think about it, for Chemar, he is the chief Martian, and so I mean that's a lot of responsibility. So.
It is. But Lady
Momar?
Yeah, Lady Momar went to the food center, because the roles are the same, apparently, in the 60s.
Yes.
For Martians, because she went to the store. This is the leader of Mars. This is like the president's wife, and she's getting the food. She's working.
Mm-hmm.
So she comes home with the food.
But we don't want kids coming home from the matinee, Erik, with weird ideas.
I mean, but she comes home and she's got food for everybody.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's, of course, though, Martians don't consume food the way we do. They use the prod.
No, they use, they have
talk about it. But
they're
pills, food pills, of course, Erik. Food pills.
Just think of that, though, Art. Think of it. Your kids watching this movie, and they're telling you that you should just pop a bunch of pills instead of food, like Mommy does, because she can't handle Daddy drinking.
It has to drop us off at this movie, right? God.
Yeah, so she brings pills home. There's food pills.
So we get a little like ordinary people here. We get a little scene of domestic realism here. They're worried about their kids.
Yep. Yeah, they're worried about the kids because they're watching too much television, but it's Earth programs.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I'm just confused. So Martians have a TV.
They have a TV.
It's not that big, yo.
And they get Earth's programs. So they clearly know Earth. They know of Earth, and they get the programs and the kids, but I guess they don't have any control. Do the kids have to watch the Earth programs? I was a little confused here, I have to say,
Art,
about how this is.
Looking at today, Art, we're talking about this is the cell phone for the kids, and you can't control it. They're up there going on doing inappropriate things, just going.
Yeah, the Martians could be telling the parents that they're using it to do research for learning. We're going to find out, actually. Like, they do a lot of learning, those kids. But they don't like it. They don't.
No, and they're not eating, Art. The kids aren't eating those pills because it takes so much time. Sit down to dinner and pop this pill.
Yeah,
and I love the set. Do you know the set is Martians don't have a lot of decor. So that's mostly blank walls.
It works in sort of a Palm Springsy home type of vibe, you know, that like 60s sort of vibe for the Martian thing. It's very spare though, like you said. There's not a lot there, but they are a warrior people when you think about it. We're going to learn Martians.
Oh, yes.
And so very Spartan-like, Erik. They're probably
God of War.
Mm-hmm.
Just pointing that out is the Martians worship the same god. I guess.
So they go in to talk to the kids. They're watching the Earth programs, and they have a lot of questions, the kids, because on the TV, you know, they got the interview up at the North Pole. They're watching that, and they're hearing words, Erik, like tender, loving care and dolls.
Doll. What is doll? What is doll? But they have been watching a chunk. I can't swear.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been watching
a G-rated movie, Erik, this week.
Buttload of TV. Let's face it, this one's for the adults, but this podcast's for you guys. But if they're watching so much TV, Art, is this the first time they heard the word doll? They're not watching Leave It to Beaver?
Well, maybe they can't make it out. It's like they're watching. They can clearly understand the English. I was going to say if you and I were kids watching an unsubtitled Japanese game show or something, we'd be like, Mommy, what's that?
Yeah, what is this word? Ting ta ma cha? I don't know. I don't know. But
they can clearly follow it.
Speak English.
He doesn't like it's uncomfortable. It's like, Erik, I'm not a parent. You are. Yeah. Kids come to you with uncomfortable questions. You don't know how to answer them.
Yep. So you know what you do, Art?
I don't know what you do.
As a parent, you put them to bed. Don't you ask me questions.
But and how do you make sure that they're in bed? How do you make sure that they go to sleep, Erik?
Well, we do different things here. I mean, my mom supposedly gave us like liquor before we went to bed.
I'm glad you said that.
So, it's the 60s, Art. You got to put them to bed. You got to get these kids asleep. Mm-hmm. But the beds aren't like our beds here because they're Martians.
Yeah.
You know what they remind me of? The Swiss or Japan. Let's go with Japan. If you don't like sleeping, go live in Japan because you're sleeping on a 2-inch mattress on a bamboo floor. So Martians have a similar bed.
Just take away the mattress, the 2-inch mattress.
Everything. Turn it into a disc. Put it on 3, like a disc hammock, 3 things suspending it in the air. And then in the middle, you got to have the thing you've been talking about to help kids go to bed.
Yeah.
It's
the sleep spray.
Sleep spray. Yeah. Yes. Yep. You got the prod. You got the tickle ray prod. You got the pills. And now you missed the kids to sleep from the middle.
It's like chloroform or something. I mean,
it's not
like
sleeping. Yeah.
And they go right to sleep.
With the same clothes.
Yeah.
And the helmet. They are not changing it. They do not get into sleep gear, the Martians. They are frugal.
No, just out. Yeah. This is a very different culture than ours, Erik.
It's different. We can't judge like that.
And I want to remind, it's so hard to emphasize this enough. These people are all in green makeup and these weird costumes while this is going on.
Yep.
So
girl has
watching
a
them.
skirt.
Mm-hmm.
Just to make sure you know it's a little girl. She's wearing a skirt, but tights as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. and their names are Bomar and Grimar, right? Yeah. Omar's the boy.
Omar.
And of course, Gimar. Is it Gimar?
Gimar.
Yeah.
I think you got Gimar.
Gimar.
Bomar.
So boy and girl.
Oh, shoot, Art. Look at you reading behind the between the lines there. Bomar and Gimar, boy and girl. Nice job. So is every single Martian kid named Bomar?
Is every mom named Momar? Like I don't.
Bomar, Gimar. And what's the dad's name? Isn't it all like that? It's not
Gimar, but I think that's king. I think that's he's the king. That's what I think. That's what I'm trying to.
You think they put a lot
I'm using my linguist training.
Wow. It's like any country, names are different.
So we should point out at this point, Gimar, the girl here, is played by probably the only person in this went on to fame that people would know who she is. You and I's generation, I should say, would know who she is.
Who is
Pia
it?
Zadora.
Pia Zadora.
Pia Zadora
Has been in fame.
It's funny that you ask.
It's fun that you ask as I look it up on the internet. She's not Pia Zadora.
Oh, no, I have it in my notes here.
I keep thinking she's Zsa Zsa Gabor. Like she went on to be Zsa Zsa Gabor.
No. She went on. You and I. Do you know who this is? Do you know Pia?
You tell me and I'll know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pia Zadora she was an actress and she was a singer.
Yes.
When we were younger, she was in a lot of. You'd recognize her. She had the cool haircut, and a lot of sexy poster type pictures, like a Cheryl Tiegs type of posters, things like that.
I feel weird because this is a 9-year-old kid. Oh, I put in Pia. She comes right up. Oh my God!
What?
That's Zadora. I feel like I'm inappropriately. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, that's Pia Zadora. Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, you couldn't tell her acting skills from this movie. Oh my God.
Well, a lot of people might say you can't tell it ever, Erik, because just as a little quick history. So Pia Zadora she became an actress and a singer, but she married some super, super rich guy. And she was in the movies, and there was a movie that Pia Zadora was in, and she got nominated for a Golden Globe. And the scandal that came out was that her husband bought that nomination for her.
What?
That basically he paid Golden Globes to get that nomination. So it was a big scandal, and she ended up getting nominated for the movie she was in for the Raspberry Awards and everything for that year. So she got a Golden Globe and the Raspberry in the same year.
Wow. Well, everybody look her up because Pia Zadora. Okay, but that's it. We're not getting anybody else.
But that's Gimar. So that's who Gimar grows up to be.
Wow.
So
and
she went on doing a lot of singing. You know how Suzanne Summers and some of those people just sort of went into like Las Vegas? They would be at casinos singing and doing shows.
Anybody listening to this under 40 is going to be like, what the hell are you guys talking about? Who are these people?
Suzanne Summers. But Pia Zadora would do like musical review type stuff like that in Vegas. And
somebody pointed this out to me, Art, but I wouldn't have picked up on it. But I was like, oh, wait, you're right. But the Martian food that they eat, the pills, come in different. They look like jelly beans in different bottles.
Yes.
But all of the food that they eat is American food. There's no.
They don't make up words for things.
No,
they don't.
They're like, you want your hamburger pill? You won't be able to have your chocolate pie pill. I'm like, where's the German food, or the Indian food? They only copy American food, and the kids are troubled, Art, all around the planet. By the way,
it's tough, and he's saying, I had to use the sleep spray on them.
Yeah, I had to.
He said
I had to lock them in their room.
He's like, I had to do it. What parent, Erik, hasn't had to use the sleep spray at some point?
And speaking of
this is getting ridiculous. There's something wrong with them. And Momar has a good suggestion.
What is it? Maybe not use drugs on the kids?
Well, Momar says, you should go see Chochum. You should...
Chochum.
Yeah, you should go see Chochum.
So this is a Western?
No, I don't know. But, the thing is, immediately you start thinking, Chochum. Who's that?
Yeah,
that sounds important. Chochum.
And he also lives in in Thunder Forest. on Mars.
So I'm thinking this is like a Conan movie. We're getting into like Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah.
They gotta go see Chochum, right?
Yeah.
Because they're gonna go to Chochum's chair. So I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah.
What's Chochum's chair? That sounds like something out of Tolkien.
Yes. Yes, and that's almost what you get.
So Erik, when you're gonna round up the guys to go on an adventure, how do you contact them?
Well, conveniently, I think it's 3 buttons, could be 4, on a cardboard box on your belt. And you just touch the button and start talking.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever you want to contact is already there.
I'm like, are they all just maybe they're just constantly wired in? So that would be annoying as hell.
That's got to be what the helmets are for, Art.
And so he's like calling out a bunch of names. Like Erik said, we don't really need to know these guys.
Fubar.
They're all names that kind of end in the AR, like we said. But they're, Voldar, Grimar. But then there's like Blotto. There's things like that. There's like
you can make up whatever names you want.
Yeah, you can
I would
make
love
them
it if they just called out one name. They're like Voldar, Flimblot, Jerry.
But Voldar is one we need to know.
Voldar.
Voldar is important because he has to call him a couple of times. Voldar. So what I imagined, Erik, is Voldar is doing something, and he's hearing Kimar go, "Everybody, we're going to Chochum's chair," and he's like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, Voldar, are you there? Are you there?" Right? Because he comes on, Erik, and he's like, "This is Voldar."
He's not happy with it.
Not happy.
Nope.
So let's go to Chochum's chair because this is going to get exciting. This is like,
this is
like I said, we're going to get
what a set. What a set. So it's September. It's October. It's after October when they made this or something. Like, how do we make a set? And someone looks to their left and they go, wait, all these cobwebs from our haunted house that we did. What do we do with those? That it's just stuff you pull apart.
Yeah.
And it looks like cotton. And they built the trees. I thought, wow. So this forest is filled with the spiders from like The Hobbit. And it's creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Creepy. But I guess they get there. And you get Voldar's there. Everybody looks the same. One of them's got a beard, but Voldar's got, like, if you go to Joker's Wild or any costume shop and you buy that mustachio, he's got that on. It is, it's not his mustache. There's no way that's his mustache.
No. And I'm going to talk about that mustache is giving its own performance throughout the movie.
Yeah.
But
this guy looks like anyone from a cop movie in the 80s. And he's not, what is this, a kindergarten class? We're going to go to Chochum's chair?
A kindergarten class.
Yeah. How does he know what a kindergarten class is?
I don't know.
They know a lot when they don't, Art. They know a lot until they don't. So they know what a hamburger is, but they don't know what Christmas is.
But they're all gathered there to Chochum's chair. It's there. It's a big stone chair, right?
It's more like a rock, though.
Rock, right?
It shouldn't be Chochum's rock.
Chochum has got to be summoned. Yeah. This was my favorite part. So Chochum suddenly materializes on the rock. He's sitting there, and I'm like, okay, Chochum, like going with my Conan the Barbarian, Lord of the Rings. He looks like a Gandalf type creature or guy.
He does.
He's got the staff, the big staff, big coat. He's kind of weary with age. He's hunched over. He's got the long hair.
Yep. What's so funny? Art's losing it, everybody. He can't do it. What's the problem?
Yeah, because I'm like, then he starts to...
Oh, my God.
Then he starts talking. And you're thinking, oh, the sage, like you're thinking, oh God, wizard, you shall not pass. You're thinking,
why have you summoned me? Like that, right?
Chochum goes, you called me?
He's like if you went to like an elderly home and this guy who calls himself Chochum, he hasn't seen his family in years. This is this guy. Are you here for me? And now it's a drama. Oh my God.
we're not exaggerating. He drags out the end of words. He's Erik, as much as we're laughing, this dude is locked in. This actor is locked into this performance.
This is the best performance that's in the play that we just saw at the high school. Yes, this is the guy. You're like, wow, he's really doing a good job.
Yeah, he's
verge of tears the entire time.
Yes, his eyes are watery, and they're like Chochum, because the Martians all talk with this very like Chochum. Like, they all talk like this.
At the
Our
beginning.
children, we're having problems. He said, what time of year is it?
Well, Chochum, it's September. Isn't that cool?
September.
We're Martians. We're different. September. Fun fact, that's what we call September here in Salem, September. So we're Martians, apparently.
Erik, you going to go to Septoberfest this year?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, you're going to go.
I love Septoberfest. It's a favorite Martian get-together.
Right.
We pop pills. We prod each other with tickles.
Sneak off to get the sleep spray.
Sleep spray.
Somebody gives the sleep spray.
Yep. But the problem is, Art, that the kids, I can't listen to this monologue more than once, but they don't eat. They don't sleep. They just watch meaningless Earth programs. Do they have no control of their kids?
It's a long monologue. Oh. It's quite an exposition dump that we're getting here. We're learning that the children, they put them into like learning right from the time they were born. They're starting learning.
Yep.
Right out the gate, they're learning. Mm-hmm. And so they're learning. And then by the time they're adults, by the time they're walking, I think is what he says, right? Yeah. That by the time they're walking, they're basically adults.
Yes. And
so they've never had any fun, Erik.
No.
They've never had any of that.
Art, it's like a horror movie now. This is what the monologue you would find in a horror movie, because he says, we have no children on Mars. They have children's bodies, but adult minds. I mean, it's
I had that line written down, and he's delivering it like looking off into we've failed here in our society. Yeah, he
saw it coming, Art. He's 800 years old. He saw it coming. And here's where I want to point out, they can call.
He's 800 years old. That's right. I don't want to go past that. That's what we learned.
And they call it September. They're in September, but it's December on Earth, and they call it Christmas. And the people who are eating hamburger pills are like, what is a Christmas? We didn't catch that one, that big holiday and down on Earth. We don't. What was it again? Hanukkah? No, Christmas. So they don't know Christmas.
Right. Well, and so Chochum is like, that's it. We need a Santa Claus
Chochum, I can't hear you, buddy.
We need hold on. This is going to be the last thing I can.
Oh, I can't hear you.
He's like when the Jedis are reaching the end, right?
He's like Yoda.
He's disappearing. He's starting. We need a Santa Claus on Mars. And
Big Papa Smoke. Does he
then
die?
That's what I was wondering. I thought about all the Jedis who kind of disappear like that, right?
Yeah,
at the end. And you said 800 years old. Was he a Jedi with Yoda? Was he in Yoda's class?
Was it Yoda 800? Lucas!
I don't know. Wasn't Yoda like super old?
Lucas! Oh my God! I have to leave.
I have to look that up. I think
he's 800, Art.
But I was like, imagine if Yoda and Chochum were like in the.
Yes, I was going to say I want to see Chochum at the end of this movie in a like Santa outfit as a ghost.
Mandalorian is baby Chochum, like baby Chochum on the
doing monologues. Are we going now? I saw this coming. This is the way.
So he's gone, and they got to deal with it. Like it's like he gives the advice, and that's it. I mean, but is Chochum never gonna? Are they gonna never consult him again? Is he?
I don't know, because he seemed pretty tired, man.
He did, man. But there's some disagreement here about what they're gonna do, because there's only one Santa Claus.
Yep,
and he's on Earth.
Yep.
So Voldar, our mustachioed guy, he's very clearly I'm against it. He's very firm.
What's it?
Children having fun.
Ugh.
They'll be laughing, running underfoot. Like he is like
running?
Like the Rankin Bass characters in Christmas things that
he's the
Burgermeister.
Yeah,
he's like the burger,
time.
right? He's like the Burgermeister.
Toys? There will be no toys.
Yes.
Running underfoot. Ugh. But you know what? Earth has had Santa long enough, so they're gonna bring him to Mars.
Yes.
So how do you get to Earth?
Well, you got Kimar says, prepare spaceship number 1.
Oh, number 1.
That's what he says. Prepare spaceship number 1.
Yeah. It's a rocket ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
Has anybody have you watched Lost in Space Art? One of my favorite shows.
I love it. Yeah.
Oh, the pain. Oh my God. But I had a different view of Lost in Space. I didn't realize it was so short of a run. And it's the set, this is Lost in Space, the set. Yeah. Right? Is it a Martian power bank?
So spaceship number 1, Erik, I love the fact that these actors had to enter that spaceship set for the first time. I love that they had to walk in and take it in when the first time that they saw it.
Well, they have windows, so it looks like space out there. And then,
and I think that's taken from, when we were starting to do space travel here, 60s, right? So they did those Apollo capsules and things would have that one little portal that they could look out.
Well,
Martians, I guess, same thing.
All right, you really got me on this Lucas thing now, but I'm telling you, it looks a little bit like the Millennium Falcon. Just want to say, if the Millennium Falcon if they had only egg cartons and some glue, and buttons and gadgets. You got to sit around this table in order to operate the spaceship.
Not a lot of buttons and gadgets, so I will say it's a little sparse.
They're Martians. They have that high-end technology.
That's right. Yeah. And so they got a big central circular table that they all sit around, I guess, to pilot the ship.
Yeah.
So Voldar's there and Kimar, right?
Yeah, and Guapo, Grimly,
Grippo,
Zippo.
Yep.
Here's what I love is they're really trying to sell this. So they're all taking it so far, these 3 guys, very seriously. So fire port side rockets, number 1 and 2, right?
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
Yeah. No, because they are. This is the procedures. They're like, this is you send you watch, you hear behind the scenes for Saving Private Ryan and Full Metal Jacket. They're like, they sent these guys to boot camp for a week because they want it to be realistic. And I'm these guys were like, we're going to look like we're piloting a spaceship. We're going to know the dialogue, the lingo.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the camera guy, while he's rolling, he's like, okay, you guys, when you fire the rockets, I'm not moving the camera at all to make it look like the ship moved. You guys have to do it. And so the guys fire the rockets, and it just looks like they farted and let one go. They just go off to one side and it's every time. I'm like, they're just cranking one out.
Oh, God.
Fire the rocket. I mean, it's just no effort. Apparently, it's just a little kick when you fire that port side. It's it. And look, Art, I got a piece from the set. Look at this. Look at that. What I'm holding in my hand is a cube from Universal Studios Christmas time that they put in a drink, and this already is worth more than the entire set. This glowing cube that I got in a drink.
Yeah.
So they're trying to find Santa, Art. On Earth.
That's right.
Yep.
So they look down and they see through their scope, it's a city.
Yes.
But Voldar is not impressed with this Earth city. Ugh. All those buildings are above ground. Oh. We could take it out with our Q-ray in 2 seconds. So what's the Q-ray?
Art, it's the Q-ray. Don't you know anything about Martian culture? It's like their easiest ray gun. It's like if we had a squirt gun. That's their Q-ray. They're like, we could take it out with a Q-ray. You kidding me? We don't even need the A-ray. I mean, it's easy.
And they're excited, Erik, because boom, they found Santa.
Yep.
There he is.
Yep.
Right away. There's Santa.
Just out on the streets of New York City.
But wait a minute. Hold on, Erik. You're looking at Santa over there.
Yes. I got him.
We got a problem here because I'm also seeing Santa here.
What are you talking about? What's he doing?
I do. I see him here.
What's he doing?
And then...
Is he ringing a bell? No, he's not ringing a bell.
These guys are in this. And they are delivering these lines as seriously as they can.
Yes. And I want to
then
point out,
somebody else sees a Santa too.
yeah, there's a lot of Santas, but I do want to point out when they're looking at the city, it is a stagnant round photo. That's what we're looking at, just so you know. It's not like they're zooming in on bustling city. But there's so many Santa Clauses, they'll just take one. They won't miss one.
Yeah, that's good. They won't even miss it. They won't even
know nothing about Christmas.
You take a Santa, give them the tickle prod.
Yep.
And then
Make toys, we're done. Nobody's going to miss a thing. It's like a heist movie right now.
Won't be a problem. Cut to the news. We're going to get a news flash, Erik. UFO. Soviets deny it, though. Soviets deny it's theirs.
Of course they did.
And then we get, he must have paid 35 cents for some B-roll footage. And we get to add production value. And this is where, I don't know, guy. We got B-roll of radar dishes, Air Force personnel scrambling, right? Like doing all this stuff, all this technology. And then it's cutting back to the Martian spaceship. It's such a jarring juxtaposition.
It is. They go crazy. I mean, it's all just red phones and rockets and just, you think something's happening. The music's like when they're gearing up in a Godzilla movie to fight Godzilla. But there's nothing happens. What are they doing?
Apparently, Erik, little trivia I found is that people say, I didn't look it up to confirm it, but I think it's true. Some of these B-rolls, some of these things, you will also see in Dr. Strangelove. Like Kubrick used the same clips.
That's awesome.
So it's in a Stanley Kubrick film, the same footage.
Awesome. And I want to point out, everyone, this is a Christmas movie, by the way.
Yes, it's a Christmas movie. Yes. I don't know if this soundtrack, Erik, I didn't track if this was also a variation on Hooray for Santa Claus.
That would be great if it was.
But it is dum da 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 da. But suddenly their radar isn't working in Spaceship One. We're back in Spaceship One. And something's wrong. Radar isn't working.
No, it's not. You know what you gotta do, Art.
Well, you gotta go over and check the radar instrumentation panel.
No, it's not, Art. You gotta use
it. Is Erik. It is a highly. I mean, these are evolved species, Mars, and this is
technical terminology for what the Martians call it. It's very important. It's a radar box. You got to check the radar box. You know when you get you build that outside thing, your house, you put wood in, like that. Mm-hmm. Picture that.
Or some people put like their garbage in it. You know, if
you
a little
hide
bigger,
your garbage in there. Yeah, but you got to label it in Martian, except it's English radar box.
Yeah,
and it's got things on it, so clearly it's important.
And he goes in because when you check it, you lift the lid up on the box.
You just lift it up.
Just lift it up. You don't got to take anything apart. And when you lift it up, you can see the back side of it underneath is not painted.
Oh no.
It's not the same color. It's wood. It's clearly wood that the Martians make their instrument panel.
They got that forest, Thunder Forest, where all that wood is.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And you can see all the wires and stuff. It's like being backstage at one of your shows, Erik, that you put on in Salem.
The front looked great, but you look backstage like, oh, somebody wrote their name on here.
So they lift it up, but inside the box, what's wrong with the radar, Erik? We got a case of Dropo.
You got a bad case of Dropo. And if nobody remembers what that is, that's that crazy Martian who is not matching the dramatic pitch of anyone right now.
No. So the little kids are happy, probably, that Dropo's back in this movie.
Yes.
Probably getting a little scary for the little kids now.
Yes.
But Dropo's back in. He's stowed away in the radar box.
So the only place to hide in this spaceship, which has levels, because it's got an elevator, by the way, is the radar box.
And I think, Erik, we only see the exterior of the spacecraft very quickly, like twice, right? I couldn't get the dimensions. Was it like a long tube?
It's round. It's a rocket.
It's round. I couldn't quite. Yeah, it's like a rocket.
It's rocket shaped.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So Dropo's stowed away, and they're not happy. Kimar's not happy. Nobody's happy with Dropo.
No, well, he wanted to see Santa. He's never seen Santa before.
Yeah.
So They do those. They do the farting rockets again, so they can. We got to change location. Yeah.
And Droppo has to fool around with the lever. There's these big levers that are pastel candles on them. And Droppo kind of grabs them and fools around. I don't know if that was improv on the set, maybe.
Yes,
He's probably like, let's do this. And they're all like, yeah, we'll keep that.
Art, this is where the camera guy's like, oh, maybe I should move the camera a little bit. That'd be fun. This time.
Well, let's have when Droppo is doing his thing, you got to just go with it.
And that's Willy
It's like
Wonka.
if you have Jim Carrey on set or something. You just keep the camera on him and follow him.
It's gold is going to come out. And then you get more stock footage.
Yes. Well, the news, I love the news bulletin that introduces our stock footage, Erik. It says, scientists say it may be an object that disintegrated upon hitting the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Or, they go, casually, it may be an alien race with a stealthy spaceship. So imagine you're watching the news and they're like, I'm kind of like, you kind of buried the headline. Like that's kinda,
I like it.
It probably just blew up, some sort of object, but it could be like an alien race.
It's just like today, Art, you could just pick your own reality. You can choose whatever it is broke up in the atmosphere or aliens are coming to kill you.
But you mentioned, Erik, the stock footage. It's intensifying because they...
Isn't there one shot where they're actually fueling a jet in the middle of
Yeah, that's an odd one that they put in there. I don't know why we
going. Where are they going?
Well, we got fighter jets. We got B-52 bombers. Maverick is like, they've called in like Maverick.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is like at his fighter jet going. Yeah, they're all scrambled. And then we cut back to the spaceship because we're going to go in for a landing.
Yeah.
You got to lower the landing legs.
You do, yeah.
And this actor, this is, I forget his name. This it doesn't matter. But he puts a lot of mustard into this performance of him pulling these pastel handles.
Yes.
That look like if you just touch them, they wobble. But
yeah.
But
they look like a Dr. Seuss apparatus. Yeah.
And he goes, he's pulling them, and he does a whole sequence of them. And they gotta, I guess that's lowering the landing.
Wasn't Droppo, though, just touching those with ease like a couple of minutes?
Yeah, Gloppo was fooling around with them, so I don't know what the,
Now we got Earthlings.
Yeah, we cut to a nice, a sort of, I don't know, like one of those scenes you'd see in a movie from probably like 25 years earlier than 1964, right? Where it's like a little set that they have with a tree. And
it reminds me of like a Sound of Music kind of a thing. Like but it's wintertime and fall at the same time.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to meet Billy and Betty here.
Really?
Yeah, Billy and Betty. They're
Is that
two
the only
kids.
name the kids have in the movies in the 60s? Billy, Betty, Barney.
And so they're talking. Betty has a little radio and she's listening to these news bulletins. Could be a Martian spaceship, and she's like, "What does a Martian?" These kids, at least I will have to say, the adults are putting something into the kids they got here for these parts are. I want to be kind, but they're
you don't have to be that kind. Art, they just got the pages. The script kept changing. They just got the pages this morning.
I'll bet. Yeah,
clearly they're reading them.
Whew.
It's the best acting ever from these two kids.
It is. So good for them. I don't want to be mean to kid actors. But,
no, but you can. We can.
Yeah. What if they... What does a Martian look like and stuff like that? And Billy's... And then what would you do if a Martian came up and then the Martian's there?
Oh, convenient.
Behind them.
Convenient.
Are guys. And they have heavy weaponry. They have something that... They're like... who was it? Jesse the Body and Predator. One of them has, it looks like Old Painless. It's like a big ass gun that they have.
Well, that's where they put all the money into that gun, because the other gun they have looks like it's one of those air popper guns where you put a little foam ball in. Poof, poof.
Yes. Yeah. And that's like the one Voldar's carrying.
Oh, yeah. He's carrying it.
But like, then they have like Slabo carrying the like. And there's one of these Martians, I just want to point it out right now, that whenever they show him, I was going to send you a screenshot. He has the weirdest long hands. Did you notice he's got very weirdly long hands that they have that green makeup on?
Oh, God.
It's very odd.
Oh, yeah,
but
another reason to watch it again, Art.
Yes, I'm giving you, yeah.
Well, here's what
And
I
they
love,
tell the
Art,
kids,
they
don't.
They go, don't be afraid. They say to 2 little kids.
And they
3 grown men in tights with guns.
With
You
the
can see
antenna
their
on their
packages.
head, with those things on their head, these helmets with like vacuum cleaner hoses coming out of them.
Yes.
And coat hanger.
And whatever they've got, some of them, their clothes are so tight they look like European swim trunks. Don't be afraid, kids.
They look like
3 green men with guns.
Look, it's Mummenschanz. It's like, right?
Don't fear
Yeah.
it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Yes, they're. And the little girl asks, what are those funny looking things on your head? The same thing you and I have been asking the whole movie, too.
Yep.
We're wondering. And she says, are you a television set? It's supposed to be a fun, right? Like maybe the kids in the movie theater might laugh. Voldar puts a stop to that right away.
Oh, yeah.
He is a pill, man. He is. Voldar goes, what a stupid question.
Let me shoot him now, Captain. Let me put him out of their earthly misery. Voldar's a butthole. He's a butthole.
I will say for this movie, yeah, Voldar is a villain, and he's pretty serious. Like
he's serious right now.
Yes,
but I'm assuming they shot this in order, and maybe it was a day or 2 days. I don't know, but I think they went in chronological order because you can see some changes in everything as it goes along.
Yeah,
right now Voldar is the tough guy, cop guy villain.
Oh yeah,
like, I'll take you there, kids. Yeah, but they tell him. Art, the kids tell them there's only one Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm.
And
these other ones they're seeing are helpers.
Yeah.
There's only one. He's
like
at the North Pole.
Yeah, helpers. I know all about it.
Yeah.
Is that the North Pole? Yeah.
Yeah, so Kimar, leader here, is like, well, we'll go to North Pole. Voldar's like, whoa. Can't just leave these kids here.
Box is gone. No. Can't leave them here.
Can't leave them here. And Kimar's like, yeah, you're right. We'll have to take them. So these kids get abducted by Martians.
Because, okay, no one's going to find out about that. Here's the fun fact that I think I heard this too, but if they left the kids there, they're like, these kids are going to tell on us. And the kids told on them. They would be right now in a lunatic asylum. Tell me that story again. 3 men in tights with green faces.
They're going to go steal Santa from the North Pole.
And they were wearing televisions. Okay, kid, take your pill.
What I love, though, is when they finish this scene, when it goes out, Eric, just little things I noticed. There's like a really hot saxophone on the way out that goes like, wow, wow, wow. It kind of does a little extra on there.
Reminding everyone that this is a Christmas movie.
Yeah. So we're back. We're in the cockpit again. I guess they're taking off heading to the North Pole. But the only people in there is Droppo's bringing the kids in there for a tour of the cockpit of the spacecraft of Spaceship One.
The hostages.
Yeah.
The hostage children are Droppo's in charge of them. Droppo, who hasn't finished the 2nd grade, is in charge of them, and he is milking it.
Oh, yeah. He's explaining everything in the cockpit. And did you notice the clocks? Did you notice the clocks on the wall of the cockpit? Because we got to keep track of 3 different time zones.
You do.
Yeah.
It's important.
So it's built in Earth time, Mars time, of course, and then Jupiter time. We got to know Jupiter time. So is Jupiter a planet that we need to know? I guess, yeah.
Jupiter's got its own population, its own... Oh, yeah.
And the numbers are weird. It's like they go up in weird... Yeah,
I think they're not... I think Mars tells time by the months of the year.
Yes!
On Earth. They're whatever their names are, January doesn't even appear.
Yeah.
Right?
I know.
July-August. It's not on there.
Yeah.
Saturn. And what I love is Droppo goes, this is the anti-gravity generator. And I was like, please press the button.
We don't.
I want to see the kids
for that, Eric.
No, we don't have.
We don't have the budget for that.
Oh,
come on.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I was like, here we go. They're going to, oh no, there's no.
Yeah, but somebody's coming up the elevator because he goes, that's the elevator button. And when it lights up, you know somebody's coming up in the elevator. I'm like, oh, that technology, that cool Martian technology where an elevator button tells you.
There it is, Art. I've got
Erik, could you imagine if our elevators here in the U.S., if they had some type of a light that would tell you that the elevator's on?
Oh, that'd be cool. Well, you know what? It's the 60s. Maybe it was just that big hand that goes.
That's right. They had a little light there.
Yeah. This guy could be, Droppo could be the Clarence in It's a Wonderful Life.
He's that's the, yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no. He's great.
But so somebody's coming up and the guys come up and
where do you hide? You got to hide though, Art. These kids
you got to hide.
Where are you going to hide?
Well, we know the best place to hide already because we've been through this rodeo.
Oh,
the best place to hide is in the radar box.
Room for 3. You don't even have to unlock it. You don't even have to unlock it.
Nope.
Anybody can go in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's where you have your a nap. That's a good napping location.
I would love the radar box.
Yeah.
Here. I would.
Did you remember, Erik, when I was working long shifts for you at a show that you were putting on, and up in the booth one time, you came in and you hit my legs because I was taking a nap in the booth, in the control booth?
Yeah. It's about the size of the radar box. Probably comfortable.
And I was like, oh, Jesus.
Right. You got to watch out for all the wires, Art.
In between shows.
Were you hard worker, you? I'm like Mrs. Claus, and you're like Santa. Get to work, Art. Well, I'm just having a nap. But
so, yeah.
They're approaching the North Pole, and you can tell because they have that porthole. And they've got it honed in on Santa's workshop, and it looks like...
Well, you pointed out earlier, Erik, in the newscast what the workshop looks like.
Yeah, it's it looks like a cabin in the woods, except someone just dumped 3 feet of snow on top of it. Whoever's in there is not alive, was what I was thinking.
And it looks you're like, wow, it looks so much bigger on the inside.
It does. It's like Mary Poppins' bag there, or, a tent from Harry Potter. There's no way that there's 7 people in there. That's it. You got the 5 elves and Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
They kind of are talking. They're like, okay, so we get Santa Claus, drop the kids off, go back to Mars with Santa Claus. But Voldar is like, he doesn't like that plan.
No, they must not leave the ship now or ever.
We should take the kids to Mars, he says. Yep. Then no one will ever know that Santa was taken by Martians. This is the perfect plan.
No one will ever know.
But Erik, you have to remember in this scene that the kids are in the radar box. They're hearing all of this.
Yep.
They're hearing this whole plan.
They are. Yep.
Now, does he hear something thinking about taking another nap in the radar box? Does he hear something in the radar box, Voldar? He almost looks in it.
Voldar,
there's like a little moment where he picks it up and then they go, oh, we got to come over here. And so the kids don't get discovered. I know that.
Yep. They don't get discovered. And while they're hearing, here's where everybody, especially you kids, you midnight cinema matinee kids, don't get too scared, but they're talking about activating Torg. Or is it Torg? Is it Torg or Torg? Nothing can stop Torg, Art. I'm scared.
Nothing. Well, Voldar's like, Torg. You don't need something like Torg to get this fat little man in a red suit, right? Torg.
Yeah, he's
that's what overkill.
Voldar.
So like Chochum, Erik, you're like, what the hell is Torg?
Or Torg.
Torg. Or Torg.
I swear to God, they don't. Between them, they don't know what this thing is named.
So you're like, what is that? What is it? Is it like a creature?
Right. I hope.
Is it what is going on with this? So they all leave, and the kids get out of the radar box. But Billy's smart. Billy's like, I'm gonna go pull these wires out.
Yeah,
because it's so easy to dismantle this radar.
And there's big sparks, right? Oh no, there's no.
Mm-hmm. I'm wondering. So he yanks the wires out. They come out of the box. The top is open, and we see him yank the wires out. And the kids start to leave, and Billy goes, "Oh, wait a minute!" And he goes back as if he just had a great idea and closes the box lid. And Erik, you know what I'm going to suggest? He nearly forgot to close the box on the take, and he saved it. The kid saved it.
Absolutely. Because I thought, wow, are they spending a lot of time on this kid? They're like, this is our genius. This is our hero, everybody. The best acting from both of them is happening right now.
Yes, he's great.
Oh, wait a minute. All right, cut. Good job, kid. You saved that one take that we had.
Like, because film's probably expensive back then, actually.
My God.
Eric. They're probably like, all right,
No, that was
good job, kid.
Leave it open.
Or he missed it, or he forgot 3 other times, and they were he knew they were ready to use the sleep spray on him, or the prod.
They
or
use
the
that tickle, tickle prod.
Tickle prod. Yeah. So, so we're gonna get to see Eric. We get to see North Pole now because this is the
and Art. You can also see
big set piece.
You can also see the immenseness of the spaceship because
they're going to come down,
right?
It's landed. Yeah,
so they're coming down a ladder, a Martian ladder. So it must be
out of the bottom of it.
Yes, and you can
where the jets would come out of. I was trying to understand.
All right, it's Martian technology.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's 3. You can see all 3 legs of the spaceship. Okay, just so is it bigger up at the top?
We'll never know.
We're never going to know how much.
We're never going to know.
Works. Yeah,
it has.
And I'll remind you, they're going into negative.
It has an elevator, Eric.
Yes, it has an elevator.
This ship has an elevator,
but it has a ladder to get where you're going.
But the bottom of it doesn't look much bigger than how does that cockpit? Does it go up like a gigantic cone up
to
the top? Because I could not understand the physics of it. Yeah.
No, but
Billy and Betty sneak down the ladder.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I like the set. I like the snow set. It's very Rankin Bass if it was live action.
Yeah.
It's not.
We get the smooth. It's not. I have in my notes. Are these snow mounds or hills or ridges? We don't know, but they're smooth and white, and they got like a bluish, wintry tint light on them, and
it's North Pole snow. It's very different.
Mm-hmm.
Also reminding you, 2 kids under the age of 12 going into negative 92 degrees.
They don't seem bothered about it.
They're not.
At all.
Well, they got the hat and mittens. They're all set.
They're all set. Well, they head out. They head out, but then because our Martian crew is going to be coming down the ladder. They got they're strapped out with their big weapons.
Yes.
And they're ready to go. Voldar, though, is a little. Whenever he talks to Kimar now, you notice he calls him Chief, but with a little attitude on it.
Oh, yeah.
He's got...
Yeah. That's like calling
all right,
boss.
Chief.
Thanks, boss.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is his problem? He has a major problem.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he wasn't elected as the chief of Mars, and he's just pissed.
Yeah, it's like a Scar situation, like from The Lion King.
Yeah.
They're brothers. We don't know that. They just
big backstory going on. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It just seems like a detective story right now, the way these 2 guys are talking to each other. Very serious. Yeah.
And then they're going to set Torg loose because they think that's the way to do this. And I don't know why. Kimar says, Torg, come out of the spaceship. There's a pause. Torg, come out of the spaceship. And I'm like, what is going on? Is Torg like...
I'm ready for Torg. I'm ready to see Krampus style a creature descend from the ladder.
Torg. But we cut out of it.
Yeah, budget. And then, I guess budget. They didn't have time.
We get our Academy Award winning performances here from the kids. They're out there, and it's like
it's so cold.
It's snowy. It's so cold. It reminds me of. Did you ever see Saturday Night Live? Vanessa Bayer, the actor, the performer there. She had a skit with child actors, and she had the whole thing for like child actors to be like from that time period. And it's like, what do you mean? I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of a little bit like what Betty reminds me of. It's cold. I don't like it when it's cold.
Yep,
that kind of
freeze to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but then look, it's Voldar. Voldar's over there. And this is where I was like, I'm trying to get a scale on these snow mounds and hills. Like, what are we supposed to think because Voldar is clearly towering over them in the background.
It is very weird because Voldar right now looks like a giant.
It looks like he's got a Godzilla creature coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And, they go-
the depth of the set isn't quite what we.
It's not very deep, I think.
No.
I think he's hitting the back curtain. I think.
Yeah. But he's pretty smutty. They hide in this cave, which is a looks like an arch from Whoville. It's not much. And he sees their footprints. So he's just about to get ready for it, Art. Here comes the just action. I'm so ready for action. And he's just about to go in the cave when it's a polar bear. Oh my God, it's a polar bears are dangerous. Whew. He takes off.
Well, I would too.
Instead of using your incredible gun,
yes,
you run.
And also he's been the one who's like, we Martians and warriors and everybody's weak, and it makes it even funnier because this polar bear is pretty scary. This is like
the kids go into the
I
cave.
laughed out loud when I saw this and called my wife in to experience the scene with me. I rewound it. She said, "What are you laughing about in the other room?"
She didn't like scary stuff. This is terrifying.
No, she was transfixed by this. She wants to see the rest of it now. Well, she was completely transfixed.
Is it like in Star Wars, the cave monster there? Is it like that? That's pretty scary.
No, this is like I don't know how to describe this because it's not a threatening looking bear. It's not.
No.
No.
You know when if you go to like a convention or like a furry convention and there's somebody who just threw it together, but they're like, I'm going to be a polar bear. So it's a 2-legged polar bear walking on 4 legs. So basically it's a crawling polar bear. So it's a furry basically coming after the kids. These kids have seen green men in tights and a furry attacking them.
And it does its mouth even move? The mouth doesn't move, right?
It moves around.
It moves around, but I think so. It comes up and then they're in the cave. They're in their little cave, and it's trying to get them with its claw.
And they are so scared. They told that girl, just keep your mouth open the whole time. She's like, oh
yes,
the whole
and you
time.
can see that it's going, and they got a close up on it.
So close,
which is bad move, but it's got a close up, and it is pretty good stuff as far as watching.
This is action. This is our action.
Gold. Yeah,
we were waiting for this the whole time. But the polar bear leaves because it's scared off. Here we go. All right. Oh, I'm so ready for this. Kids, cover your eyes.
Okay. Before we get into it, Eric, I want to ask you something.
Yes.
Do you if you went dressed as Torg?
Oh,
we're going to see Torg here.
The thing.
Don't say what it is yet.
Okay.
And you went out on Halloween night in Salem. How many people do you think would know what you are?
Everyone.
They would know.
If you
this
dressed
character
as Torg or Tog,
yeah,
they would know what you are. Maybe they wouldn't know your name, but you would be easily identifiable as the thing. But we're talking about whatever it is coming for the kids.
Yes,
because they're looking and they think they see the lights of Santa's workshop, which apparently are shaped like 2 deadly glowing circles. You know, Santa does that. He puts these like beacons on his workshop.
And Eric, I know I don't want. What's really funny is
what
the kid goes to point to it. Our kid who had to remember that he had our kid who had to remember about his closing the lid earlier. Same kid. He points. And then he's clearly realizes he's pointing in the wrong direction, and he corrects. He goes, "Look!" And then he moves his hand so that he can point in the right direction.
Maybe whatever it is moving quickly.
No, because we see it. See, you introduced it, the lights from Santa's workshop, and we see glowing eyes. That's how you introduced it. But we clearly see it's not Santa's workshop.
Not
the audience back there. Yeah.
No.
And it is. They're like, oh no, that's not Santa's workshop.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, it is. Torg is not a creature, which you and I were thinking it was going to be.
It's worse.
It's a robot.
Yes, Martian deadly robot, right?
Yeah.
So picture someone's dad thinks he's pretty handy with cardboard. And he's like, I had a robot toy when I was a kid. I can recreate this easy. Give me 20 minutes and some glue. It's a cardboard robot with really
body is like a cardboard box.
Yeah.
And the legs are that like tube type of stuff, like with the springy sort of tube, like a vacuum cleaner hose, like the legs, and with like flat feet, like card boxes for feet.
Yep. You buy shoes, you keep the boxes, and then you cut a hole in them, paint them silver, you're all set. That's why you keep the boxes, everybody. Keep the boxes.
Yeah, and the head it's got, and on its body, it's cardboard box body, painted silver. It has two like symbol, but it's not even, they're just painted on. It's like two dials or something, but they're not. They're just sort of painted or something on
dials?
there. I wasn't seeing.
I thought it was like a bra for robots.
The positioning does look a little like that. Yes. Mm-hmm.
But here's where the set actually comes in handy and tricked me. Because I thought that Torg, Toggle, was like 15 feet tall, coming for the kids. So I'm like, all right, at least we got a Godzilla thing going on here. Come on, Tog. Come on.
Because it reminded me of, you and I covered another movie, which could be a matinee type movie. If you like listening to this, listen to our episode on At the Earth's Core.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And At the Earth's Core, that movie, that also had these scale issues, Erik, where a monster would show up and you would think it's a certain size, and then you realize it's really not. It's
not. I would love to see Torg.
So Torg
fighting Godzilla.
I also think we should point out he has like a mail slot. It looks like in the middle of him, and then
programming.
We haven't covered the head yet.
Nope. Well, it's got the eyeballs. It's got those glowing,
and they're each a different color, right? It's yellow and
I don't know.
I think
I was
that
too scared.
Torg's, it's like yellow and green or something. They're different, or maybe they flash different colors.
I wish I had
but he's got a little antenna on the top of it. But the head is like a cylindrical cardboard type of thing. Does he look a little like the robot in Futurama? Like, he looks a little in that direction to me.
It does. Oh my God, Art, you're right about. I just looked at it. You're right about the eyes. Good job, red and yellow, and it's got the what's his name, Bender's mouth.
Yes,
kiss my tiny robot ass. Yep, and you're right about the slot. And it's just got that. If you guys don't have that spray paint at home, go out and get it. It's that silver spray paint. Wow.
But yeah, it's a scale because he's approaching our scared kids.
Yeah.
They, like Erik said, the direction was keep your mouths open the entire time. So they are frozen, and they're also like, don't move for some reason. So they're not running. They're not running. They're just standing there as if they are completely paralyzed. And Torg is moving towards them. Boom. Boom, boom. And then we're realizing as they keep cutting back to Torg that, he's almost their size. He's like a regular human in the suit. Oh. And they're trying to do something with Erik. They're trying to do like his POV.
Yes.
Like it's shaking, but it's at their level. It's kind of like very close to them. So you're like, whoa, and the scale's throwing you off. But he's kind of strong because he comes up to them and he just picks each of them up.
Yes.
Picks each one up under his arms.
He has pincher hands. So this guy is deadly.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. So Torg is picking him up.
Torg's got them there, and Voldar comes in. The Martians come in here, and Voldar comes in hot. He's like, crush them, pulverize them, Torg.
You're not joking. He actually, close up of his face, basically saying, kill these little children in front of me.
Yeah.
I want to see their blood running in the snow. I mean, he is.
And he's upset because Torg isn't doing it.
Why not?
And then Kimar comes in. And he's like, well, Voldar, I programmed Torg to only obey me.
Wow.
So, yeah.
He was smart.
Yeah. So
we get a little bit of racism here because one of the kids says, "You won't get away with this, you Martian." I was like, "Ooh,
yeah,
take it easy, kid."
Yeah, so they're going to send the kids back, right? But the plan is, they hatch the plan here. It's really intricate. Surround Santa's workshop and then send Torg in to get Santa.
Yeah. Well,
it's like Ocean's 11 here, Eric.
Yeah.
It's like
with all of the Martians. How many Martians have we seen? 4?
Well, Eric,
5.
We've also seen the workshop. It doesn't take a lot to surround that workshop.
No, think of a cabin like in Maine that you rented to go to Santa's village. It's like that. Yeah. And
even that, you rented it and you're like, oh, they use like fisheye lenses to take these pictures inside.
Yes. Yes. Roomy Airbnb comes with 5 Amish elves.
So that's their plan. That's their plan.
And when they say to Torg to go, go, he walks right into the camera like it's menacing. And I thought he walks into the camera because he couldn't see it.
I do have to call out Voldar here. Voldar is given the monologue here, Eric? Oh, he says, so nobody's to be harmed, Kimar. And he's frowning so much that the end of his mustache is like they're hitting his nipples. Yep. Like that mustache is so curved downward from his frown and he's like, whatever happened to the warrior spirit of Mars? Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He is. Like in a rated R film, this guy would be awesome.
Yeah, a Bond villain, he'd be probably good, but it's like, whatever happened to the warrior spirit? Boys, Santa Claus, passion towards children. I mean, I expect him to go on. What's the next? They'll be helping our elderly cross the street.
Yes. Child support.
Yeah.
Free food for the poor.
I'm glad you pointed out Torg's bumbles towards the camera. This is where I started to realize too, Eric, going into this, I'm like, oh, the guy playing Torg can't see anything.
Can't see.
I started to realize that. I'm like, that's why he moves so weird.
Yes.
Right?
Yep. He doesn't know where he's going.
It's a couple of times when people are talking, you can see that Torg starts to look in the wrong direction. Then it's like, oh, he's over there. Like, it's really funny.
You can only go by sound.
That's right.
Yeah. But we're getting another freaking action sequence here because Torg.
Mm-hmm. He has his own theme. Did you notice whenever Torg's on screen, he has his own music?
No.
So it's like on the soundtrack, it'd be Torg's theme.
Oh,
right?
That'd be awesome. It's like, Torg, coming for you. If he can see it, he uses sound to get around him. But he freaking breaks the door down to Santa's village.
Has to duck so his antenna don't get caught on the door. Did you notice that? Got to be 6 feet tall. He ducks under because they don't want him to rip those antenna off. So you could tell they told him, you gotta make sure your head goes down.
Yes, and they're all in the same place. The elves and Santa are in the same exact place.
And they don't seem too weirded out by this. No. I have to say.
One of the elves is like, well, maybe I should approach this guy. So he takes a bat. But he kind of just walks over to Torg like, hey, that's not how we roll here, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
And Torg picks him up and he's going to kill him, right? He's going to kill the elf.
And while this is going on, 2 elves are in the background, the ones in the background, and they're just sort of sitting there looking like it's almost like they didn't know that this was they were filming.
Right.
They thought this was maybe like some rehearsal.
Yeah. They thought, oh, is this the thing? I thought, no. Okay. But Santa... Apparently, I don't know if he uses magic. And this is where now we see Santa again. He's doing a great job as Santa. Santa thinks that Torg is a big toy.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, Torg is like, hey, all right, sure. So is Torg just a big softy? Is he?
Yeah, we don't, because we can't communicate with Torg, Eric, because we don't hear him. We don't even get any voiceover from him, like his thoughts and his feelings.
No sound.
We just have to project a lot onto him as to what's happening in this moment. Yeah. Is Santa controlling it with magic? Like you said, did Santa make him into that? Or just the presence of Santa was just so overwhelming to him that...
All right. I think you I think you got it because I think Torg was built for destruction.
Mm-hmm.
And just like the Terminator, Santa technically reprogrammed him using emotions. And Torg, for the first time in its life, Art has found love and compassion.
Oh my gosh!
So he's now just a big toy.
Yeah,
big backstory. Didn't you see the part 2 of this? They did a whole thing on Torg.
Did not.
Yeah, it's great movie. Great movie. Bigger budget.
Yeah. But outside, Voldar is like, get him, Torg, get him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And then they realize it, like, he's become a toy. Yeah, I'm not sure.
In case we didn't know, he's become a toy, right?
So they got to go in. Plan B.
Yep.
They're gonna storm into the workshop. Torg did not hold up his side of it, so these guys got to go in. The Martians
failed.
So they go in, and Santa thinks they're toys too. Like Santa, is Santa okay? Or is it because it's so close to Christmas, he's just got toys on the brain?
Well, you know,
so
when
basically,
you're working like,
everywhere he looks, he sees a toy.
Yeah, like Art, if you're in a show and you got the lines and you're doing the lines, and you just keep thinking of the lines, you're doing the show, and it just thinks everything's a toy. Yeah,
everything's a toy to him.
Yeah. Yeah, he thinks the elves. He's like, "Are you toys?" "Oh, Santa, we work for you." Yeah, but Voldar's got his deadly weapon, which is not that big ass gun that we saw.
No.
He's
got, like you said, it looks like it would shoot a pop ball out of it or something, like a wiffle ball or something out of it. And he pulls the trigger, and I think it might just be the sound that toy gun makes. It goes like pop or something.
That's it.
And it just goes pop. It doesn't make a Martian sound like a whirl, wow.
No visual effects. There's no like, you know, when you want to see a spiral, like, no light changes, nothing. And apparently it freezes you before it makes the sound because the elf is going to go to Voldar and he freezes. He just stops moving. But about a second before
sort of stops moving.
Sort of. Yeah, well, you're moving a little. You don't have...
Okay, so where are you on it? Let's break this down, Erik. I want to know where you're at on this.
Okay.
You're making this movie. Do you go with the freeze frame, or do you go with having the actor try to stay as still as they possibly can? What do you do? What looks better? What would work better?
Art, you're an actor. I'm an actor. We need to be challenged. Okay. And I think it's up to us to bring the reality.
Okay.
So what you do is you don't do the simple thing, which is just do a simple freeze frame. You treat it like it's live. And it always works is you freeze and you don't move a muscle, especially when your hand is extended in the air pointing and your mouth is open. You can pull it off.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of motion, but to be fair, I don't know whether this ray means you're sort of frozen. Like it doesn't like I don't know what it is. You're trapped. Are you trapped like that forever? Like it's it's
a Martian. It's Martian. And I don't know. It's but Mrs. Claus shows up just in time to rescue everybody with her berating dialogue.
Yes.
Mrs. Claus comes in, Art, and she goes, "I never saw such lazy people," because Voldar's have frozen 2 elves now.
Yeah, what's it like working in this workshop, Erik, when we're not seeing the cameras there? Like
I don't like her. I don't like her, Art. I think Santa could do better.
And Santa's very upset at this freezing stuff. Why did you have to do it? Why did you have to freeze him? I was like, wow.
Yeah.
You're like
that wasn't
really upset about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Voldar freezes his wife. He freezes Mrs. Claus, and you would think that he would be just as upset.
Yeah. I mean,
you just pointed out that he's like, why? Why did you do it?
Winky.
Then you
frozen.
You freeze Mrs. Claus.
And he's kind of like, I've been wanting to do that for a long time, basically.
Let me shake your hand, whatever you are. My wife never shut up 1 minute in her life.
That is it,
I've
right?
Never seen her this quiet. He likes it.
Okay.
He's pretty happy. My God.
So the Martians that's it. You come with us, Santa.
Yeah, and they take Torg too to be in the rest of the movie. Oh.
Yeah.
Torg's out. Torg is cut from
the
the
actor's
film.
probably like, thank God. He's all sweaty, takes that helmet off. He's like, oh.
Wow. Is this the set? I didn't realize. Wow. You guys put a lot of work into it.
Drinking. He just wants water.
Yep.
And a cigarette. Like,
Yep.
just
60s. He asked for a bourbon.
Okay. So, mayhem, pandemonium around the world, Eric. Newspaper headlines. We're going to get a slate of newspaper headlines whirling up at the screen. First one, Santa Claus kidnapped by Martians. The other stories on the page, by the way, Panic in New York. Menagerie breaks loose, which is an actual story. 1963, Bronx Zoo. Some animals escaped. 1963. So they clearly put that on an actual newspaper. And then the other article under there was Planariums Give Clue to Early Migrations, which is an article about flatworms and how scientists are using flatworms to understand early evolutionary migration patterns in birds.
Those flatworms, they come in handy.
Yeah. But flip up. Now we got Italian headline. Did you read the Italian headline?
No.
It translates roughly to Segni's condition remains very serious, which I looked up refers to Antonio Segni, the president of Italy. He suffered a major stroke in 1964.
Wow, they just took the headlines and put them in there. They couldn't make up the
it goes on, Eric. Polish headline comes up. Roughly translates as Alexander Zawadzki, an honor guard, will be at his coffin as he just passed away. It's about a communist politician passing away in Poland. Danish headline. Increasing possibility of an Erhard-Khrushchev meeting.
Oh,
that's the big headline we see on the Danish headline.
So what you're saying, Art, is they just got a bunch of newspapers and said, these Americans aren't going to know it ain't about Santa Claus. And you can bet, Art, that all the kids at the theater are reading these going, oh my God. See, everybody, they put a lot of thought into the production here.
They did.
They're like, we need these. Yeah. And then also, just in case that doesn't hit enough, they get professional scientists who sounds like Scrooge McDuck. He's like, this is a big problem here.
Yes, it's Dr. Von Green, Eric.
Yeah.
The mustaches are out of control in this movie sometimes.
Running rampant.
They are crazy.
I dressed like this for a low-budget commercial. I just was like, wow.
And this guy, did you notice this actor doesn't know what to do with his hands?
No.
Did you notice they start the interview, Eric, and he kind of has his hands and he goes like, and then he kind of slowly puts them down. What he outlines, though, Eric, is that this is a whole other action movie, right? He's the head of the Starshot project. Mm-hmm. And they're going to rush it now because they were going to send these astronauts up, Starshot project, to go deep into space. They're rushing it. They're not going to have as much testing because they got to go get Santa. It's like the SEAL Team 6.
Yeah.
To go get Santa and rescue Santa.
Yep.
But dangerous. It's like the Armageddon plot. Like they're going to send these guys up.
And just in case you guys, you non-believers out there, the entire world is in on this. They're trying to rescue Santa. They're letting America do it, I guess. No.
Yeah.
But yeah. And here's what we get is about Santa's kidnapped is apparently Santa has this uncanny skill to make everyone laugh. Like he just, everybody's laughing. It's just, the kids are laughing. Everybody's laughing. Except Voldar.
Voldar doesn't get it. It's one of those things, Eric, where everybody else thinks a comedian is funny and you don't. Voldar does not get the appeal.
What is that? Why is that funny? Yeah.
Yeah. Because do you know the joke? You got the joke?
You give me the joke. I know the joke. I would have skipped it, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Well,
because it's important for the plot. Santa says,
what's soft and round, you put it on a stick and you roast it on a fire.
Oh, but it's green. It's also green. You got to have the whole joke, Art.
Okay.
All right. What's soft and round and green, and you roast it on a fire? What is it, Art?
A Martian mellow.
Because Martians are green. It's like a racist joke.
They all actually like it, except Voldar.
Yeah.
Who says, blah, that's what you're all becoming. Martian mellow, soft, and not a warrior. He's just...
Art, I just want to point out that Martians have marshmallows, and they don't make them in pill form. So there's got to be some foods that they don't make in pill form, right?
Because they got this joke.
You're
right.
Joke.
They did
Like
get the
all the 1 of 7 foods that we don't turn into pills. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Voldar's the heckler. He's like,
Oh,
the,
yeah.
he's
You
like
don't want him at a
drunk
party.
heckler.
You don't want him at Thanksgiving,
No.
right? Ugh.
No.
Imagine him showing up. You got the tree up already? Ugh.
So Santa's with the kids down in the hold there.
In the brig.
Prison cell. In the brig.
With the world's greatest
he's-
key. Did you see the key they
telling
used
a
to get in
story.
and out? The key? Have you seen the key they used to get
Big
in and out?
purple key.
It's a
like
long-ass key. Like it's Martian technology at its finest.
Yeah. But Santa's telling a story. He's a good storyteller.
He is.
About he's got he probably does have a lot of chimney stories.
Oh, he's got.
I wonder if you're around him enough, Eric,
Yeah.
you're like, oh boy.
Oh, sometimes I'm like, Santa, you told me that one last year. I don't need it.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It's like it's a little different every time, but it's like, oh,
Yeah.
'cause
yeah, that one. Yeah. Yeah.
he went down the chimney. Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
It wasn't a chimney art. Oh, Santa.
It's always the same way,
Yeah.
or it's a chimney and it's a different place. But
the kids aren't laughing at his jokes, Art. And I thought right here that they were turning into Martians. That's what I thought.
yeah, because they're not laughing because Santa's looking at him like that story usually kills.
Yeah. What? Rudolph is on the floor when I tell this joke, right?
Yeah.
It's like all the elves, they're just like, say it again, tell it again. Yeah.
And Winky's like, it's because you pay them.
Yeah.
That's why they're laughing.
It's not funny when you think.
You just understand it's because you're their boss.
Yeah. But Santa's funny,
so-
man. Come on.
Santa is funny. He's very jolly.
Yeah.
Santa's trying his hardest. Droppo comes in with dinner with the
marshmallows?
pills. No,
No.
he's got the pills.
Oh,
He loves chocolate ice cream too.
he does. And the kids aren't hungry. And the girl, is it Betty?
Yeah.
She puts the pill in her pocket, just so you know. She pockets that pill.
I didn't notice.
Oh,
that.
yeah. Oh, yeah. She didn't want it, but she put it away. Yeah. So I guess now, if I'm not correct, is the military spaceship is now following the Martians.
We don't see it.
No,
we don't see
never
that
see it.
spaceship.
No.
Never see that crew. I wanted that crew to be like Clint Eastwood, Charles Bronson, like all those guys,
Kiss
like
their
Lee
wives
Marvin.
goodbye. and
Lee
everything.
Marvin.
Yeah, there's a young guy that has a girlfriend. He's just got engaged. He's going off. Yeah.
That's like Jan Michael Vincent or something. Is the
Yep. And then, who knows when they'll be back? Could be light years. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But remember, Art, when the radar box, when our
How could I forget?
geniuses were in there?
How could I forget?
The Laurence Oliviers of our children's time.
Mm-hmm.
The radar shield's off. So
Mhm.
now the Martians are screwed, right?
Yeah. The Earth knows the whole deal.
Yeah.
Like this is going to be a world war,
Oh, yeah.
a war of the worlds.
Yes.
Maybe one might say.
But you know what? If you just get in that box and fix it in seconds, it'd be fine. So that's
And
what they do.
about this point, I started to realize too, Eric, is this a little bit of the plot? Could you look at this plot as a little bit like Nightmare Before Christmas? Going to steal Santa, bring him back.
Timmy.
Right? Like
Timmy.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Timmy and Lucas. Oh, you guys. Come on. Yeah, but they repair it so quick. They just plug it back in. So, and Voldar's had enough. So he goes to the jail.
Yeah, with his huge key.
Yeah, to pay them a visit. And he tricks them, Art. He's like, and this is where Voldar's personality starts to change. I think the actor's tired of playing it one way. So he starts to be a little snidely whiplash kind of a guy. Did
That's
you notice
right,
that?
Eric. I did notice, yeah. And he's going to get there's a little goofiness that's going to come a little later.
He starts twirling. It's almost like he should be twirling the mustache. Like, hey, kids, do you want to see the rest of the ship?
Well, he's been on set now for probably 12 hours
Yeah.
if they're shooting.
Yeah, he didn't get his coffee or whatever. He's like, I'm mixing it up. It up. So he tells the kids and Santa that they can see the rest of the ship. But you know what he does, Art? He brings them to the airlock.
Uh-huh. And Eric, I was imagining, what if they started to go in and Ripley from Alien was in there and said, guys, I just need another minute.
She's like, oh my God.
I need another minute.
Yeah.
Here. So
she's going, lucky. That would be awesome to see that. But the airlock, I love it. The airlock looks like a Dr. Seuss pipe in the corner. Like the Starbelly Sneetches might be coming out of there at any minute. And then there's doors, and then above the doors, 60-second Martian technology timer, which is basically a clock.
With 60 seconds on it.
60 seconds.
And Erik, I was thinking, like, this is early in the space stuff. I guess we probably had people walking in space at this point, because the kid gives us the exposition dump. He memorized that script and explained airlocks to us.
Yep.
Pretty good job of it, I have to say.
Yep.
It does this, and you lock, and then the pressure, and then you come back in, and you have to depressurize, and you do all this stuff. So he's explaining, because nobody at this point is going to know what the hell this means.
No, we have to know what this box is with an elevator in it. And Voldar's like, exactly, I'll be back. Boom, and he locks him in, and then he becomes this crazy villain for the rest of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And they lock him in there, and Voldar goes up to that one room that we've seen. We've seen 3 rooms, I guess: the airlock, the brig, and the room with the knobs. And he can set the airlock to go in 60 seconds from there, and he does it with great drama. And they notice this is the longest 60 seconds I've ever been a part of, by the way.
Yes.
But Santa's like, wait a minute. I mean, it's ticking down. They got 10 seconds left, and Santa's talking like he's telling a story. Wait a minute. You say, Santa, we don't have a minute. Don't interrupt now. I'm telling you. Reminds me of this chimney story. Where does this go? Where does this little Seuss tube go? So then we cut back to Voldar accomplishing his mission.
Kimar comes in. Good little barb here by Voldar.
Yeah.
Kimar goes, who's in the airlock? And Voldar goes, no one now.
Right. Wringing his hands. Yes.
He reminds me of Anton Chigurh and No Country for Old Men.
Yes.
When the guy goes, hey, is he there? And not in the way that you mean.
Not in the way that you mean it. Yeah. And so the chief is really upset. He's like, that's it, Voldar.
Oh, yeah.
I've had enough of you. And there's the weirdest fight scene. The way they shoot it, it looks like the cameraman is in between them with the camera. And they're fighting each other as serious as they can be. But the fighting is, I think Voldar goes and does a karate chop on the back of the Chief Martian, but he stops halfway, or it's just so
it's a little
weird.
like a Batman fight.
I wish it was a Batman fight.
That's what I mean. It's not as good as like a Batman fight, but it's that idea. But then they, like you said, they intercut with these incredibly close-ups, and it's really shaky.
Yeah,
and they're
just
like
making these faces like, oh.
Yeah.
But Martian Chief, I forget his name, Melman.
Oh, but
Freeman.
Kimar, are you going to say this? Kimar starts smacking Voldar's head on the table.
Oh, yeah. It's getting a little violent. He's like, I'm done with you. Yeah. But Santa appears with the kids. There he is. Mm-hmm. And guess what, Art? The power of Santa's magic, they used that air duct like a chimney, and they all got out safe. Ta-da.
See, today they would do like a little sequence where they shrink down.
Yep.
Whoa!
We don't
and they go through
any of that.
Yeah.
All we hear, I love this. I wish he said it with a different voice, but how did they do it? And Santa goes, this is the voice I wanted to hear. He goes, how did we do it? You're talking to Santa Claus, son. Like he's schooling you. I'm Santa Claus, son. But he says son. I just thought it was a weird thing. And guess what? Voldar, the great Voldar, faints. He faints, Art.
Well, he looks really woozy, because, I mean, he had his head smacked against the table a bunch.
Yeah.
But his helmet's askew on his head. And like you said, this Voldar that we built up, the actor right now is kind of going, almost like the Tweety birds are around his head, right?
Yes.
That
would have been great.
Yeah.
All right, someone needs to take this movie and add special effects. Come on out there, somebody. Maybe I'll get my kids to do it. They're pretty good with that stuff. Can you imagine seeing that? The birds going around his head. That'd be.
And then Santa pulls the kids in. He's always pulling the kids in incredibly tight. Did you notice that?
Well,
it's almost like the little girl is like,
Santa's protecting the kids.
He is.
He's protecting them. All right.
Yeah, so they land.
Yep, after doing the fart rockets. Yep. They got to change gear. And Voldar's in the
They
brig.
come to get Voldar. They come to get Voldar out of the brig, but
You
nope.
never see him go in there either.
No, can't waste time with that.
No,
Erik.
who's in
We
the
gotta-
brig?
Droppo.
Okay, so the Martians'
Okay.
go-to color for everything is green.
Mhm.
There's no other colors here. You got yellow and green. And Droppo is gagged Western style with a red scarf that you wear if you're in a Western, like you're covering your face with it. Where did that come from? Was it some guy's back pocket? Was it his snot rag or his hanky? It's looked like it's one of those things that you wear when you're a last minute pirate and you want to put it on your head, or you're dressed as a cowboy for Halloween. I was just like, okay.
Now Voldar's gone.
He's
so
gone.
Voldar's off.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gone. So we're gonna go home. We're gonna
Oh.
go back to Kimar's home
Oh, and
on Mars.
Momali's there. Mumu. What's her name?
Yeah.
Melman.
Momar.
Michelob.
Momar.
Yeah, Mummy. And
Yeah.
she's got to do something, right? And this is where it's playtime. This is theater 101 in grade school. There's random useless buttons on the wall. And she's just touching them. And then she picks up what some art that her kids made. It looks like you took theater gel lights and made them into a ship. And she's like, oh, cleaning it off. She's really trying here.
Mhm.
She is really trying.
Right. But there's now I have written in my notes here, but I don't remember what I'm saying here. As I say, Kimar and Momar have a smooch. Like
Yes, art.
they have like a little smooch when,
there's
when he
so
comes
much.
home.
I felt like I was watching It's a Wonderful Life. They're about to kiss,
Yes.
and instead they butt heads
That's right. I was trying to remember, Erik,
like
what it-
rams.
Yes.
So apparently on Mars, there's no lip blocking. You're only button heads. And then every moment after this, she's introduced to Santa and the kids. She butts their heads. She's button heads with everybody.
Mhm.
That's the Martian way.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. So they brought home the Earthlings. Kimar
and
brought home
Santa.
the Earthlings and Santa.
Yep.
So how are the kids? Kimar wants to know. Quiet, sad, and depressed.
Yep. Horrible lives for these kids.
Now, this is where I'm with the movie, I'm thinking like the 60s. You mentioned earlier, mom's got the pills. We're getting into, are people depressed? A lot of people going to therapy, probably looking at the kids and television and how it's affecting them. And I think just all those themes are like latent in this movie when you look at it.
It is. It's you get the fear of the Russians and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, everything's kind of put into this movie.
Yep. So the Martian kids are introduced to the human kids. They don't know how to shake hands. That's funny. And then Santa comes in and he's laughing. He starts laughing a little bit like a weirdo. He starts with
it's
a
a
ho,
little
ho, ho, and then he's like, and then everybody's laughing like they got infected with a virus.
But against their will. People start laughing in this movie now, like where it's like, like laughing like, do you remember that Twilight Zone where the kid controls everything?
Oh,
and
yeah.
the family's got to laugh. That's what I'm starting to feel like here in this movie.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's this Tinkerbell music in there, like ding, 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 ding. And then the dad opens the door like Darth Vader. Did you notice that? He just points at the door.
And it slides.
Yeah, but he doesn't use any of those buttons on his cardboard belt. He opens
So is
it.
it like a Wii? Or does he have telekinesis?
It's Martians,
I don't know.
We didn't do enough history research on Martians. That's our problem.
Right, because when he did that, I was like, wait, does a door activate that way? You know how kind of like you can set your phone so you can wave and it'll take the picture if you
can
set up.
correct it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
Martian
like
technology. But you still apparently have to dust things with your hands. So
yeah.
least-
And this is one thing you and I have talked offline for years where I do not get technology in the future is like the door, we're going to have these sliding whoosh, whoosh, in our house.
Yep.
And I'm like, I think that doors just stay the same.
Yeah.
Because
leave the door
they're
alone.
just a simple,
Yeah.
that thing, it's it's like your car windows when they're automatic. The motor's gonna go, or it's just gonna get off the rails.
Inappropriate moment. You're too close
or
to the
close
door.
at an inappropriate moment.
Yeah.
Like you're halfway through and your kid gets slammed by the door.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another Martian accident where kid got slammed halfway through.
Yeah, so everybody's laughing. And did you notice when they go out of that scene? I haven't pointed this out yet, but this movie is also, I think this guy came from television, the director. So it is a feature movie that played in movie theaters. But did you notice that it had throughout clear act breaks where a commercial would come on if you put it on television eventually?
Commercial breaks. 100%.
Commercial break setups. And this is one of them where they all leave the room and Drapo's by himself and he does a little do 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 do. He's swaying with his arms and he does a little dance.
Yeah, it's
with
very
his
stop
arms like
motion.
a groovy.
It's very like put one foot in front of the other. Yeah, he loves being, he is not upset with that they're shooting in sequence at all. He loves it. So they're going to set up a workshop for Santa. And you can see me pushing this forward now. And Santa says he wants to return to Earth for Christmas. And the hammer drops. Yeah, the hammer drops. And the leader of the Martians says, with great drama, this guy sticks with his character. Santa Claus, you will never return to Earth. Now you belong to Mars. And Santa's response is almost like looking at the camera, like he knows. And he goes, ho, ho, ho. What? That's Santa's way of saying, oh, crap, right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And to us, too.
Yep.
I think you're right. Maybe as this movie went along and shooting, maybe they shot it in order. There's a couple of fourth wall breaks here, like Drapo, we just said, Santa now, and then we're going to have some more as this goes on, where suddenly people are breaking the fourth wall here.
Yes, and this is where you get our Voldar has become a Tim Burton villain, or this is what do you call it when a villain becomes a villain? It's their backstory. This is why Voldar, he loses it because he's in they're hiding out in a Martian cave now, which may have been the snow set that they repainted.
Right.
And he's hiding with another Martian who's dressed in skins, almost skins. How long are they hanging out there?
Yeah, is that
I don't know what
Stabo, is that what they're calling him? Stabo,
Strago, Cinco, I don't know.
And then Shim.
Yeah. Somebody came up with these names. Somebody did.
Somebody comes to the door and he's like, it's me, Shim.
Yeah. And you know what? Because of the technology art, you have these two red and yellow light bulbs that are on this table thing, and it's they have to turn those to turn off the nuclear curtain.
Yes,
that's a thing. Their cave is protected. So I just want to explain this briefly. Is he's on the run, so they're able to get animal skins and take this apparatus and bring it to the cave that makes a nuclear curtain. Or
Erik, it reminded me of, remember at the Earth's core, I'll bring it up again, they had the lava curtain, the lava wall.
But that's nature.
But this is a nuclear curtain, which we're never going to see.
No, we never see it work.
It's not.
No. But is it in the cave? Is the apparatus like in the cave? This is the nuclear curtain cave?
It's like Torg. They build it up. They build it up. Yeah.
All right.
Maybe when you're a little kid and you saw this movie, like years later when you're thinking about it, maybe you see it in your mind because it built up.
Art, I've been trying.
Even though it wasn't on screen.
I have been trying to watch this as a little kid. I'm telling you, I'm really trying. But back at Santa's workshop. So come on, Voldar's in there and like, we gotta.
Yeah, Jim gives them all the exposition that they've built Santa a whole new spanking new workshop, mechanized and everything like that.
Yeah.
And I will notice just before we leave our Voldar crew here, their posse, all their antennas are bent now on the tops of their heads.
They've probably been scratching at them through the whole
They're
movie.
all, now that they're villains, I think they're all kind of bent.
Yeah.
They're not straight.
And they're all now not straight either. They're all now Three Stooges. Because the other Martian is like, and they have this one toy that goes up and downstairs.
Yes.
Something like that. He's talking about a slinky and he wants one. And Voldar hauls off and slaps him.
As much as Voldar is getting goofier, he's slapping people a lot near the end of this movie. He's
Yeah.
going to do this
Voldar
a couple times. He
right now.
smacks people. Yeah.
Voldar art reminds me right now of Mo from the Three Stooges. This is the kind of guy he is right now. He's like, spread out why I oughta. He's like that right now.
And Eric, here is the thing.
Yeah. What
This movie, as much as we are laughing and making fun of it, I don't think I'll ever forget Voldar.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever forget this character.
No. I believe that this Voldar, they modeled the magician from Frosty the Snowman from Voldar.
That's good.
Busy. Imagine Voldar saying this, like, because he says this. He goes, I'm going to make Santa a laughing stock. I mean, that mustache is working hard.
So next day, it's at the workshop. They're putting Santa to work. They're putting Santa to work.
Yep.
Letters from all over Mars from the kids. They know what to do. I guess they've said, send your letter to Santa for toys.
Yeah. What kind of Martian toys do you think there are, Art? Very different than Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, it's also like this would have been big in the 60s too. The automats.
Yep.
Where people would go in to get food, and it would be on a big rotary like carousel, and you would open up the windows and take, or the food would slide out down onto the counter. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yep.
And that's sort of what the workshop's been mechanized to
would
be
you
like.
say, Art, that this is our special effects budget right here in this room? Because you got a conveyor belt, like what your luggage might come on, or just the beginning part. And you got kids with baskets that they got from Target or Walmart, those laundry baskets. And then you got
laundry baskets.
Yeah.
I want to say that.
Yeah,
clearly laundry baskets.
But they're painted
not
bright colors, Art.
Yes.
So they're not.
But not in any way, shape, or form made to look anything other than an Earth laundry basket.
Right. And Martians know when to steal technology. So like these laundry baskets work great. And then you got these trap doors, I guess, on the side that are clearly labeled bat, doll, ball, train. Really technologically, like.
But that's about it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, so the Martian kids aren't quite getting the variety that I think they get in our Earth.
And they all play baseball. And they don't know what a doll is, but every Martian on Mars is asking for one.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So Santa just presses a button, and then these things are dispensed through a little chute onto the conveyor belt.
Yes.
Which then the kids immediately snatch off and put in a laundry basket.
Swing for sure.
Yeah. So I don't know.
But Santa's not that happy with the automation.
No, it's boring. I mean, it's.
Yeah. Well, that's automation for you. Oh.
And then he has his outfit that he would wear. Is that his going out for Christmas Eve outfit, I guess, that he's got there? Because the one he has now, are his sleeves rolled up? It looks like his forearms are. They're shorter. I was going to ask you what you think of Santa with short sleeves.
I was eyeballing the whole thing. I'm like, is that his workshop sleeves? He doesn't have to roll them up. He just wears the shorter ones. Yeah,
I couldn't tell if he pushed them up or I said, I don't think Eric's going to like the Santa with the forearms.
He's got to show off his muscular forearms.
Like Popeye. Yeah.
Here's what freaked me out. When they shut it down for the day, right? They shut off the machine that Santa's pushing the buttons on, and the music stops. Yes. And I thought, what moron put this music in that has to play? You would go insane in there with the music they're playing. You could last 2 hours in there.
Stop it! You're gonna make me cramp up.
Oh, good. Is this a cramp moment for Art?
Stop it! Oh my god!
We got another person that killed himself in the workshop. What happened?
Oh my god!
They were turning on the machine, and music came out. It's awful.
So Droppo likes the suit.
Droppo is very excited with an extra suit.
Yeah.
The mommy Martian made an extra Santa suit for no reason with the material, the red and white material that they're storing up for emergencies. Where are they getting these colors?
I don't know, but Santa points out, Droppo, you'd have to fatten up to fit in this suit.
Oh, Art, sometimes you can't say some things to people because they'll take you seriously.
That's right.
Is it me right now? Because I really...
And this is where the kids laugh too long.
They laugh
Santa
way
says
too
that,
long.
and everybody laughs, and then everybody, ha, ha, ha.
That's enough.
Mhm.
Did you notice this?
Okay.
It seems to me like everything seems to be changing to the extreme because is it me, Art, or is Dad's Martian makeup 2 or 3 shades darker right now? Because
It must be a different day, and they put it on.
it is.
Yeah,
I'm like, what happened?
Yeah.
What is going on? And they're all just a little bit sweaty, so it's got to be, it looks like it's grease paint that you wear on the stage, like me as the Grinch, so it doesn't sweat off.
Right.
And is Santa tired, Art, from working?
Well, yeah.
No, he's
I
not,
mean,
but his finger is.
yeah.
But you know what will help you to go to bed is your milk pills.
Yeah. So we're back at but we're back at Kemar's, right?
Yep.
I love how the Betty and
Oh, God.
Bill and Betty are the kids from Earth are there, and they're kind of depressed. What I love is clearly this happens now several times in this movie. Clearly, Kemar jumps a line here. You noticed it? Okay, good.
It's a play.
Clearly
Art,
jumped a line.
one take,
and
he did it so well. He's like, oh, whoop. Yeah.
because he goes just a moment, children, but the kids still had more of their
Yes,
line.
They have their lines.
They have their line,
kids
and the
aren't
kid,
gonna
so
say
the
'em.
kid just went,
Yep.
and then Kemar goes, just a moment.
Yeah.
Like again, I was like,
Yeah. Yep. And the mom,
I love it.
The kids are homesick, and mom says, you got to send them back. And you got some big
Mhm.
drama here because he goes, impossible. Dun, dun, dun.
right. And I think we get one of our TV fade outs
Yep.
here for the commercial.
Impossible, Art, to send them back.
Yeah, you got to hang through that commercial to find out why.
Are the kids
how
going
they going to
back?
get back? It's impossible.
Right?
Impossible.
In the theater would be like, okay, kids, time to go to get some popcorn. That's all.
Yeah. But Droppo's determined to get into that Santa suit, so he is shoveling pills in his mouth.
Yes,
Droppo.
Yeah. He's trying to get fat because Santa told him he's got to get fat. So he's eating all these pills with human desserts.
Yes.
And then he gets the clever idea to stuff himself with a pillow because it's going to take too long.
So Droppo puts a pillow in his suit. And then he looks in the dirtiest mirror I've ever seen on camera. It's weird. It's very dirty, that mirror. And the score, as he's imitating Santa, is the Santa Claus song in the background very clearly. Da, 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 da.
He's very
yeah,
into
so
it. He even puts on a
He's
beard,
imitating him.
puts on the hat. He looks like Santa Claus. And
Mhm.
and meanwhile, Voldar and the Three Stooges basically break into the toy making machine, and they're
sabotaging it.
Yeah.
Yeah, with like I said earlier, he opens up the thing and he uses the pliers. He doesn't really do anything, and then he takes a wrench.
Mhm.
It's wires
Yeah.
and stuff coming out, and he moves the wrench around. It doesn't touch anything, and then he puts the panel back.
Yep. One thing Martian should learn is to lock up your stuff. Put a lock on it, everybody. And Droppo comes in.
Oh yeah, dressed as Santa Claus though. So they think that he's Santa.
Yep. And he doesn't. He's like a deer in the headlights, man. He doesn't say anything now, but ho ho ho.
Yes,
He's just.
but more like oh.
Yeah. Oh.
That's what.
Yeah.
So they're back at Voldar's cave. He's still going with it. Droppo is still pretending he's Santa Claus. And this is where they're going to turn on the nuclear curtain so you won't be able to leave.
Yeah. And Voldar.
If you go through that nuclear curtain, like, don't go through that nuclear curtain.
They put my fat little friend.
Yeah.
Ho ho ho.
Yeah.
Ho ho ho.
Oh.
I mean.
Yeah.
And just while we're on that, does Droppo live with the Martian chief and his wife? Is he like a adopted child? What's going on there?
Good point. Yeah, he's a child
I
from
wanted to throw
Kemar's
that out
first marriage.
Yeah.
He's
Something's
like
up.
from the first.
Yep.
And so back at Kemar's,
Santa figures out that because he's smart, he figures out that Droppo isn't here and the suit's missing. So Droppo must be having fun with his Santa suit because he loves to be Santa.
Find Santa's suit, you'll find Droppo.
Yep. So they go to the workshop and he's not there, but they might as well get to work, Art.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean,
but
while
things
you're
aren't
there-
going to go well here because Voldar sabotaged everything we know. So he's pressing buttons and we have to wait a long time for each of these because each of the toys is going to slide out the chutes.
Yep.
And they're all mixed up.
Yeah.
It's like this doll has a teddy bear head and the teddy bear has a doll's head.
Oh, no. Art.
And I think I said that line faster than
Oh
the
my
kid
God,
did.
Did you?
Right.
Yes. And this never happened when we made toys by hand. No.
Baseball bat tennis racket.
Oh, no. That sounds fun, actually.
Actually, I thought
I
so
thought
too.
it'd be pretty cool.
I was like, oh, that's
I would
that
teddy
yeah.
bear with a doll's head. I'd be like, yeah, that's cool.
the Martians are like, ooh, we don't need a cattle prod.
Yeah, they don't even know what a doll is in the first place.
I know.
Forget the tickle machine.
Never happened when we made toys by hand.
No, it
Santa
didn't.
says this would never
No.
happen, except when the elves got drunk.
Except when they, yeah.
Then that would happen.
Yeah.
We'd have heads on things,
Yeah.
and we'd have it'd be crazy. That Christmas that party on the 26th can get a little
Yeah. Boxing Day. Yep. Well, they have those remember the communicators on the belts? The kids have them
I do.
too. So the girl contacts her dad, and her dad responds, it sounds like he's in a loudspeaker over the entire room.
yes.
That's crazy.
There's no
Yes. Oh, geez,
Yeah.
Dad. I mean,
so they do that, but we're gonna cut back to Voldar's cave. Shim is getting cold feet about this whole plan.
yep.
And Voldar smacks him. Like, wow, it's almost like we're in a noir.
Yep.
Get a hold of yourself.
Yeah.
Like the back.
What's the matter with you?
Yeah. He's losing it, Voldar.
Yep. So they figure that Voldar's now, because he's got the upper hand, they got Santa. Voldar's going to go with his crew and make their demands.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah, but they're leaving Droppo there.
Yep.
But it's okay because of the nuclear curtain.
Yep.
And Droppo won't be able to go through that nuclear curtain.
Yes. And
Back at the workshop, they realize it's sabotage. They realize
is.
that.
it is. Yep. And Voldar shows up with the new guy. Maybe as time went on while they were shooting, they're like, we need another Martian.
Yeah.
And this guy, is he Italian? He sounds like he.
I think he was one of the crew and they had to have somebody dress up and
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
he doesn't look like any of the other Martians
No.
that are in the movie.
Or talk like them. He's like, hey, what's going on here?
Yes.
But he's like, we have Santa Claus. And our Martian leader's like, yeah. And he opens up the door and shows him that Santa Claus is in the workshop.
Mhm.
And, so the best place to hold somebody's forget the brig. You got this convenient storage closet that you can bring your bad guys
Yeah.
to. And he brings them into a storage closet.
Kimar, it looks like it's it looks like when you work at like a smaller retail place, like a shop, right? That would be the back with like a couple of random things back
Yep.
there.
Including what is that? Is a snowboard?
Maybe some stuff from the shop that used to sell other stuff before this one.
Yeah.
Like it's like I thought it was a snowboard, or it's like maybe it looks like one of those. Do you remember you could do water skiing with one ski?
Yes.
Like that type of
Yeah.
thing. It's like
You know, for the Martians when they're skiing.
that's
on
what I was like, what is
the
this?
Martian
It's like,
mountain landscape.
but we're gonna find out why that's there in a few seconds.
Specific reason. Yeah.
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 And I think Voldar, by the way, I just want to clock this, is when he came in with his demand, he said, we have Santa, no more joy through toys. And I was
There's no more joy. Twiddling his mustache. Frosty's going to melt.
But Droppo he's not the brightest bulb, but
speaking of bulbs.
Speaking of bulbs, he switches those two light bulbs on the nuclear curtain device.
Mhm.
And that apparently tricks the other Martian. So he leaves going, ho, 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 and escapes. Where is the cave? Is it right next to... The cave can't be that far away, Art.
It's...
They could have checked the cave down the street.
Stop it. You're going to make me...
It's like, that cave down the street, we should check that for Voldar. Nah, he wouldn't be there. You have to be stupid to hide there.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Back in the supply closet, they're all in there, Kimar, and Voldar does a move. He smacks that water ski, and it's on the bench, so the other end goes up and hits Kimar in the face.
Knocks him out, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they go into the toy room because they figure Santa's there. And I love Santa. He's just like, Voldar, why don't you relax? Santa's chill, man. He's not upset. Nothing.
You're going to relax permanently. That's Voldar.
Oh, my gosh.
And then we're going to have our action set piece. The climax we've all been waiting for.
We've been waiting for the action climax. Yep. Here it comes. It's mayhem.
Mm-hmm.
The kids, the human kids and the Martian kids start attacking Voldar. While the other guy, Jamie Farr's doppelganger is outside the room from MASH. She looks just like Jamie Farr from MASH. They're attacking him with toys, and the toys seem to be attacking, and it sounds so much better when we're saying it.
Yes, because what they're doing, Eric, is they're taking, these are the bits of shots you're getting, is the kids attacking, and I think they're shooting Nerf gun type things at Voldar.
Yep.
And also I think there's liquid being thrown too.
Type of
whipped
stuff.
cream.
Yeah.
But then they'll cut to the toys moving towards the camera. So I think you're right. The idea we're supposed to get is that the toys are attacking Voldar as well. But we're never seeing toys attacking Voldar. No. We're never seeing that.
We're just seeing Voldar act like a lunatic in the middle of the room, like he's stepping on hot coals or something. He's like, and just to point out, remember all the kids, the Martian kids sending their letters as to what they wanted for presents? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's take that in consideration when we're seeing the toys that are attacking. And one of the little Martian kids was like, Mom, Dad, I've been watching a lot of TV and I've seen these American Westerns. And you know what I'd really love? What's that, hon? I'd love an inappropriate Native American toy.
Yeah,
I want an Indian.
It's quite a menagerie there.
With a headdress.
And
I want it. Okay. Ask Santa.
The whole thing is also being shot with that sort of like 60s, like it's a swinging shindig. Like the camera's going like in and out, like you'd see it like Austin Powers when he enters the nightclub, right? And you expect go-go dancers to be in the background or something. Yeah.
Nuts. Yeah. And why does that one kid keep coming out of the room with whatever pop gun they have? They keep backing out of the room. Did they just shoot that a bunch of times and keep it in?
I guess.
And Jamie Farr is standing there like, what's going on? And he gets a ball in his mouth. Like, boom.
Yes. Which they did a weird cut for so that it appeared in his mouth because the kid shot it. And then it looks like they did this awkward sort of
just
cut.
Standing out there doing nothing.
Right.
And Martian Dad to the rescue.
He comes in, cease fire, he says to everybody, and it all stops.
Well, he has to say it a few times. I thought he was going to swear right then. Cease fire, I said, God damn it. But he doesn't.
And Voldar looks like Tom Hanks' character after Normandy in Saving Private Ryan. He looks like he's just been, he looks like it's the 1,000-yard stare.
Yep.
Like he's just been through it.
You know why, Art? Because he knows this is his last scene in the movie. And he's like, oh, God, thank God I have to deal with these kids.
Can take this makeup off.
Oh, my God.
Right?
I'm going to get a bourbon without the ginger. He's going to smoke. Yeah. And I love that.
And then we cut.
Dad says, take them away. They had a rough day. Instead of take these to the incineration room and get rid of them. We've had enough of Voldar. He won't escape again for the 10th time.
Oh, it's like Superman. It's that's what I was going to mention earlier. It's Zod, right?
Yep.
This is the origin story of Zod. Yep. They put him in the glass thing and they send him off.
Yep.
Voldar. It's Voldar.
Yep.
And he's going to come back years later, right?
That's what happens. They certainly didn't kill him. Take him away.
Or they're like, you're sentenced to go listen to Chochum's stories.
Yes, you must sit with Chochum. You must sit in the machine room and listen to that ungodly sound when they make the toys. Stop! Worse than death.
Yeah.
But you know what? Droppo, remember Droppo?
Mm-hmm.
He with that suit and everything, they decide, you know what? Droppo can be the Santa Claus of Mars.
That's right. All this was foreshadowed, Eric, earlier in the movie where we learned about Santa's helpers. And there's more than one.
Mm-hmm.
And so there doesn't, Droppo's gonna be the Santa Claus of Mars.
Yep. And he they can finally leave Mars now. So Santa can leave and the kids can leave. Can you explain to me what the kid gave Billy? He gave Billy a gift, a Martian kid. Why? What is it? And why do we care?
I don't
It's like, here you go. We don't even know what it is. What is it, a belt?
No.
Oh, maybe it's a communication belt.
Ooh,
that would have
so
been
they can
cool.
communicate.
I bet it was, and the director just forgot. It's like, oh, just give him something.
We do need a sequel, Eric, years later.
Yep.
Like it's Billy is like the president of the United States.
Yes.
And then Bomar is the leader of the Martian planet, but there's going to be an invasion. And
yes. And
they had this in common when they were younger.
And they used the communication belt that he kept in a display case. And here's what Santa really sets it up and then fails for me. Santa's like, hey, I want to wish you and yours. And I'm like, oh, he's going to say Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. The very best. Oh, here it comes. Of everything. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Why didn't you say Merry Christmas, Santa?
Very weird.
But Droppo comes in and guess what? I guess apparently he's gained in a lot of weight. He's fat now, right? He's super fat. And this is a typical dad move that kids don't like.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Just so you know. But Martian dad's now got a sense of humor too. So he takes a pin that's about 3 inches long. It's like what you'd stab a voodoo doll with. Where did that come from? And he pops Droppo's stomach. And he thinks it's the funniest effing thing he's ever done. And you can see Droppo's heart sink a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, I just made that. Stupid dads, and they think they're funny.
Well, you know what it is, Eric. Kimar's like, okay, you may be Santa, but I'm still the chief of this planet.
Yep.
He whispers, he leans in and whispers it to him.
Don't
just remember that I'm still the chief.
Don't take this too far, Droppo. We're still delivering the presents. You don't have any magic. You're still under my roof, my rules. Okay, Dad. Chief. And then you get Santa and the kids leave, and he says, shall we get going? And we're going to see them, get into the ship, and Santa's going to man the controls and blast off, and they're going to, all that cool stuff. Mm-hmm. Aren't we going to see that?
Yeah. No.
Oh, all right.
Well, we see the ship, hurtling through space.
Hurtling. That's a good for you, Art.
Mm-hmm.
Hurtling.
Yeah. Hurtling through space.
Yep.
We don't see them arrive back on Earth.
No. We see a weird still shot of Santa's face, unreasonably long. And it says Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays.
I guess it's Happy Holidays.
Yeah. And then you see a frozen shot of Earth. Mm-hmm. So just in case we don't know they're going to Earth, we never see them get into the spaceship. They just no. Santa exits like it's a play. You exit stage right through the door with the kids. Curtain goes down. And then there's a gobo of Santa's face, and it says, Happy Holidays. Everybody's clapping. Curtains open up. This, Droppo! Boo! Voldar! Boo!
Eric, right now for me, can you show me what Droppo's bow would be like?
Oh, so sure. You want to?
Audience is clapping, and the cast sort of separates for the main people, and then Droppo comes out. What's this going to be here?
Case you want to
now just indulge me. I know. Sure. Now for Voldar when he comes out. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Oh, he's really a good guy. He's really funny. Oh, he's actually just an actor. He's like
comes out. those of you who didn't hear that, that's how we bow. That's how we theater people bow. You bow in character-ish. Unless you're vain, and then you just like look up. Like,
and then you let the if you're the bad guy, then you let the audience know.
Yeah, you're not that
bad.
bad.
I'm fooling around.
Yeah, boo. Yeah, mom and dad are holding hands, and they bow and they butt heads. Boing.
Right. Who gets the last bow in this? Santa? Got to be Santa,
Come on,
right?
Art.
Yeah, it's got to be Santa.
It's Santa, dude.
Santa's got to get the last
Yes.
one. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the first bow is all those frickin' Martians that you forgot about.
Yeah.
They come on as an ensemble and they bow.
Elves, and then elves.
Yeah.
Elves might come out first, maybe.
Yeah,
or
maybe
no.
the elves, yeah.
No, then the Martians. Yeah.
Then you got
be interesting.
You got the character, you got Anderson. Maybe he bows with Mrs. Claus,
Oh, yeah. Eddie Anderson and Andy Anderson. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. The scientist.
Guys.
Actually, the scientist was also played like maybe two roles, maybe Eddie Anderson and the scientist are both.
You guys
the same.
can all tell that Art and I are making this into a play, and we're just gonna produce it. It'd be easy set to do.
But Erik, we gotta end with the song. The song comes on against the starry background.
Is it Make Way? Make way for Santa Claus.
And they give us the text so you can sing along.
In case you don't know the words. Yep, they're all there.
Yes.
Bum, 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 bum.
So I guess the idea is the kids are singing. They love this movie so much, Erik. They're singing on the way out. They're going to sing.
The guy gets up in front of the cinema. He's like, okay, kids, open up your secret bags underneath your chair. And they all get that little pop gun, the freeze gun. And they're all freezing each other. Boop, 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 boop. Ah. Yep. I'm sure there was.
Yeah. And they go out and that's it. Santa Claus conquers the Martians, but I don't know that he conquered them.
Conquers.
Yeah, he conquered it.
I don't know what he conquered, but what a great title for a movie that doesn't really do that. But yes.
And we conquered the movie though, Erik. We
sure
did,
man.
We conquered this classic cult movie. And it was a lot of fun because, and I'm just going to reiterate what I said at the beginning just to close out here as we're finishing up. You may think, what? I've heard about that. It's supposed to be the worst movie. Check it out this holiday season if you want to have some fun. This is a so bad it's good movie that kind of lives up to that. It's just really fun to watch. It surprises you with those things if you're into that. Set your expectations low on the production design and you'll be right about correct where you're going to want. And I had a really good time, Erik. So thanks for you scheduling this movie here at the Midnight Cinema for us. Yes.
I think talking about it, if you guys don't see the movie, I loved it.
They'll lock us up. Somebody listening to us talk about it has no idea what we're talking about. They'll be like, "What
movie? We made up the whole thing." Surprise! Art and I made up the whole thing. If you like it, we're going to produce it as a play.
But I recommend Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
Yep. Would you give it a rating?
Well, I would if we had a rating system, Erik. But I don't think that we have a rating system yet. So,
all right,
okay,
we do.
What is it?
I think we could both agree, technically, for the fun that we've had it's 8 out of 10 polar bear furries.
Ooh, you like that one?
I think I do. It's 8 out of 10 Torg toys.
Torg toys.
You know what? If nothing else,
disappeared. You were right. He disappeared. He should have been there at the end.
Yeah, Torg should have come out and been like, dee. But yeah, I'll give it 8 out of 10 Torg toys.
And we can use that for every movie that we do from now on. So now we have a rating system. All right,
Torg toy. Yeah.
Well, that's what we think about Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. We want to hear what all of you listening think about Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. I really want to hear what you think about Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. So you can reach us at midnightcinemapod.com. You can also go to our Facebook page if you want to leave any comments, things like that. Catch us and please subscribe to us on any of the podcast platforms out there, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. And if you're there, please rate and review us, leave some sort of comment. It really helps us to get the word for the podcast out, and we want to hear from you. So, Erik, I've had a great time talking about this Christmas movie this week with you. And I want everybody to join us next time on Midnight Cinema.
Yes, that's right, son. And I want to wish you, Art, you and yours, the very best of everything.